Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coombs, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. 11 Oaks Farm, 34 North Corporation Street, Newville. Sellers Funeral Home and Cremation Services, 297 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, the experience you deserve. Shippensburg Physical Therapy with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. The Sports Page, your source for Franklin County sports at thesportspage.blog. And Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for your complete tour schedule.
Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Greencastle Antrim Sports Broadcast on your local sports connection, WRGG 93.7, midpennbroadcasting.com, and thesportspage.blog. For this Week 1 high school football matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians, live here at Cayley Field on the campus of Greencastle Antrim High School. Hi again, everyone. I am Landon Gore, joined by Greg Hoover with the Antrim Insurance pregame show, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Well, Greg, welcome to the start of the 2026 high school football season. And I'm going to use a little quote here, Greg. In the words of ESPN college football play-by-play announcer Joe Tessitore, isn't it great to have football back?
Football's back, and you know what? It's like Christmas Eve, Old Home Week, and the last day of school all wrapped up in the same time.
Great analogy.
Here we are, ready to go, and there is nothing more exciting than the opening home football game. And what better way for Greencastle, Antrim, and Waynesboro to start out with a game between the two of them. So that in itself, that's worth the price of admission.
Absolutely. Last year we were treated to a doozy Week 1. Waynesboro came in here but defeated Greencastle 27-21, but Greencastle will look to change that this game here tonight. For the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils last season, they finished the 2025 season with a record of 4-6 and head coach Jason Thurston's first season as Greencastle Antrim head coach. Last year for Greencastle, they were led by senior quarterback Lane Berry. This year it is senior quarterback Gavin Logston taking over the helm for this Greencastle team and offense. Last season at the JV level, Logston went undefeated as the starter with a record of 9-0, and he'll try to repeat that perfect record at the varsity level this season in his first season at the varsity level of starting. A big piece of this offense, who is back for his senior season, is tight end Wyatt Hall. In 2025, he had 336 yards and 4 touchdowns on 18 receptions. One of his touchdowns included a trick play against the Milton Hershey Spartans in Week 7 of last season, where now quarterback Gavin Logston was lined up at slot receiver. Barry backwards passed it to him, and Logston found Hall wide open down the field, down the far side of the field for a 68-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. Hall on the defensive side as well also had 3.5 sacks last season, including a game-winning sack against Juniata last season at Juniata. Greencastle comes into this season with a whole new backfield with seniors Noah Shiflett and Blake Reuter gone. Junior Spencer Long will get the majority of snaps as running back 1. And Greg, last week, whenever my co-host Reese and I had Jason Thurston on the show and a couple of the players on our show on the sidelines last week on WRGG, they all really loved Spencer Long and what he's going to contribute to this Greencastle backfield.
Spencer is a speedster, and you know the old adage, speed kills. He participated on the 4x100 relay team at Greencastle track that went to the state meet. I know he just has some all-out speed, and he's a big kid too.
Yep.
He's not a
small little guy.
Not a small little guy. And in fact, if you look at his stats, he's 5'10" and 170 pounds. So he's packing 170 pounds. And but again, it's the speed. So we'll see. Again. Here's the deal. Got to get the holes, got to get him through, but he'll be exciting to watch, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And tonight, Greencastle will be led by 3 captains, as Jason Thurston picked his 3 captains for tonight's ball game and for this season, and that is senior quarterback Gavin Logston, senior tight end Wyatt Hall, and senior linebacker Elijah Ambrose, and those are the 3 captains of this Greencastle football team going into head coach Jason Thurston's second season here as the Blue Devils head coach. For Waynesboro, they finished the 2025 season with a record of 2-8 on the season. And unfortunately, Greg, one of their 2 wins came against Greencastle, Week 1, 27-21. Waynesboro's other win last season came against Northern York, who didn't win any games last season, in Week 5, 49-14. Waynesboro is led by first-year head coach Scott McClure, who has spent the last 2 seasons as an assistant under Mark Saunders, who was with the Indians from 2014 to 2025. McClure also spent 6 seasons in Chambersburg when Mark Saunders was there as an assistant from 2009 to 2015. He also spent 4 seasons as well at Smithsburg. Waynesboro comes into this game in season hoping to have a lot better of an outcome than what happened last season. And when they went 2-8, that was definitely a restoring piece and it was kind of a rebuild year for them. And this is another year 2 of the rebuild. The first year was Scott McClure, but last year was definitely more of a rebuilding year. Now they bring on Scott McClure, Greg, and now in his first season, we'll see what they have in store tonight for a pretty older, younger Greencastle team. It depends on each position.
Yeah, if you look at the starters, there's a lot of seniors starting for Greencastle, but not a lot of experience. Mm-hmm. So you're right. It's an older, younger team. Experience-wise, not a lot of experience, but they're all seniors, and they've all come up through the system. I think for Waynesboro, the big factor here is Coach McClure has been with Coach Saunders, and so unless he dramatically changed everything or drastically changed everything, the system should be in place. It shouldn't be. A lot of times when a head coach comes in the first year, there's always a slide because of the new systems and such. We'll see if that's a possibility here. You never really know. Now, they do lose a big part of their offense as their quarterback finally graduated.
Finally, it felt like years and years.
After 9 years starting
Ray
a quarterback.
Hewitt.
Yeah, and he was a difference maker in the ball game. So it'll be interesting to see the replacement, how that goes. Both new quarterbacks here. It'll just be a fun game from that standpoint.
For sure, especially Week 1, 2. You kind of see what both teams have in Week 1. You see a little bit of that also in the scrimmages as well, as Greencastle played New Oxford in their scrimmage just last Saturday, and Waynesboro went to North High for their scrimmage. Waynesboro's starting quarterback this season is the sophomore Brandon Hyenbuck. For Hyenbuck, this is his first year starting at the varsity level. Waynesboro has won the past 2 matchups in this rivalry, and Greencastle Antrim will look to change that here tonight in Week 1 of Jason Thurston's second season as the Blue Devils head coach. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will discuss local games going on in the area, and we will also hear from Greencastle Antrim head coach Jason Thurston and quarterbacks coach Sam Sprague later on in the show to preview this Week 1 matchup and the whole rest of the season. We'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Way easier than translating texts and all emojis. Smiley face, siren, apple? Mom is eating a spicy apple? What? F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our FlexLock line of credit lets you borrow from your home for big purchases. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Oh, why did I teach her to text?
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent area insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Choose UPMC for your orthopedic and sports medicine care. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/Central PA Ortho.
Discover member-focused banking at Patriot Federal Credit Union's new Greencastle branch. Build your savings and boost your financing with our exclusive branch specials. We're here Monday through Saturday to help you build a stronger financial future with local knowledge and personalized service. Come see us at 200 North Antrim Way in Greencastle or patriotfcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Phone 717-263-2624.
Premier HVAC is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Rely on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs with same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Welcome back to the Antrim Insurance pregame show, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. For this Week 1 matchup of the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians in Week 1 of the high school football season. I'm Landon Gore, joined by Greg Hoover, getting you ready for kickoff of this game. Later on, we'll hear from Greencastle Antrim head coach Jason Thurston and Greencastle Antrim quarterbacks coach Sam Sprague. But first, we'll discuss the local games going on tonight in Week 1 of the season. Just about 15 minutes down 11, Chambersburg hosts Manheim Central, and 20 minutes down 81 as well. 7 p.m. kickoff right there in Chambersburg. Manheim Central goes to Chambersburg. Susquehanna Township is at West York for a 7 p.m. kickoff. Now we go to the Mid-Penn Colonial, and we see Milton Hershey travel to Hershey for the Hershey rivalry, 7 p.m. kickoff. Trinity is at Susquehannock, 7 p.m. kickoff. Shippensburg at Bake Spring, 7 p.m. kickoff for the Battle of the Little Brown Jug. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. East Pennsboro is at Northeastern, 7 p.m. kickoff. Boiling Springs at Eastern Lebanon County, 7 p.m. kickoff. Middletown at Twin Valley, 7 p.m. kickoff. West Perry at York Suburban, 7 p.m. kickoff. Biglersville at Bermudian Springs, 7 p.m. kickoff. And James Buchanan at Claysburg Kimmel, 7 p.m. kickoff. Those are the other games going on around the area this evening. Greg, what are some of those other games going around in the area that really stick out to you and think that's going to be a really good ball game tonight?
I think first of all, it is the Brown Jug that Shippensburg and Big Spring are playing for. Here's the deal. Big Spring moved to the York Adams League, which then after receiving Big Spring, James Buchanan, and Shalom Christian Academy from Franklin County changed their name to Central Pennsylvania Athletic Conference. So the CPAC. And so Big Spring and Shippensburg were able to match up, which is really good because that's a great tradition that they've had. It goes back so far. One, I don't even know if they remember why and how, whatever, how those things go. But I think that's a pretty important and a pretty big game. Shippensburg with a new head coach this year. As Coach Faust retired after, again, 20, 30 years. He's been there a long, long time and has been really successful. Big Spring on the rise. They played well last year.
Yep.
So, in fact, they beat Shippensburg in the opener last year for the Brown Jug for the first time in a long time. I think Shippensburg will want some revenge. And I believe, too, they are playing in Shippensburg's brand new stadium. So that'll be pretty interesting there. But
yep.
I think that's a big game. It's also a big game for Chambersburg. Chambersburg, as we talked about on Chalk Talk last night, what a schedule! Before you even step on the field, unfortunately, you got to play State College, who they've never beaten. You got to play Harrisburg, and you got to play Bishop McDevitt.
Yep.
All state contenders, and so you got to fight for the other wins that you play. And this Manheim Central, which used to be powerhouse, has gone under a little bit of a
rebuild area.
They've had some internal problems last year, so we'll see how that makes out. But it's a big game for Chambersburg, and again, I think also keeping it local, James Buchanan. No one really knows what James Buchanan is going to be like and how they're going to be in that other league as well. So that'll be not that Claysburg Kimball is in that league, but it will be a tough game for them as well. So we'll see how that all plays out. They were 9-3, Claysburg Kimball, last year. Mm-hmm. They lost twice to Juniata Valley, which is a formidable opponent. So it should be some really good local games, including this one.
Yep. You mentioned James Buchanan. Greencastle actually goes there 2 weeks from tonight, week 3 of the season. Greencastle goes to James Buchanan. I'm also looking at Milton Hershey and Hershey tonight. Milton Hershey, who just had a really disappointing season last year. We saw Greencastle beat them on Hall of Fame night last year in week 7. Reese Siddle and I had that game on Hall of Fame night last year. But I think Milton Hershey is going to try to build better than what they had last year. And I'm excited to see what they can do this year after a disappointing 2-win season a year ago today. We mentioned Shippensburg at Big Spring, the battle for the Little Brown Jug. That's always a great, great game. And I remember last year, Greg, week 1, we were doing this exact same pregame show. And I remember we were both saying, I think Shippensburg has this one pretty easily, and Big Spring ends up winning, and we are all surprised by it.
We certainly were. That was an upset. And again, Big Spring capitalized on that and had a really good season last year. So we'll see what happens. That might be, I think this one in a sense, too, is I'm going to call it like a feature game, because Greencastle, Waynesboro, no one really knows these two teams that well right now, and no one really knows what Shippensburg is going to do with a new coach and Big Spring in a new league. It will be they're two great games. Of course, it's the first game, so everybody's wondering what they're going to be like. Yep. Just have to wait and see, but we'll get you the scores as we can.
Yep, absolutely. We'll be getting those probably around halftime and other times during the game as well. Middletown at Twin Valley. I don't think I said that one, but Middletown at Twin Valley tonight, 7 p.m. kickoff. Another Mid-Penn Colonial Division rival to Greencastle. Greencastle will see Middletown in Week 10, final game of the season this season. East Pennsboro at Northeastern. That should be a good one as well at 7 p.m. And then obviously James Buchanan at Claysburg Kimmel at 7 p.m. But you're listening to Greencastle, Antrim, and Waynesboro as they get set to kick off the 2026 NFL season. Well,
No.
Oh, yeah. The 2026 high school football season. And when we come back from break, we will hear from Greencastle Antrim head coach Jason Thurston and also quarterbacks coach Sam Sprague as they preview tonight's Week 1 matchup. We'll be right back after these messages on the FNM Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
People say I'm too serious. Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not 1, but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Hi, this is Greg Weaver from Antrim Honda. Our award-winning service department is open and ready to take care of your automotive needs. From a simple oil change to a complete transmission replacement, our qualified technicians are ready to provide exceptional service to you that you've come to expect from Antrim Way Honda. Be assured that our enhanced cleaning procedures guarantee a safe visit to our dealership. We also offer free pickup and delivery to your home or office if that helps make life easier. Of course, we still offer free loaner cars, so if your repair takes a little longer, you can stay on track with your busy day. Antrim Way Honda is proud to offer a complete detailing center to keep your car spick and span, as well as a collision center to handle any body repairs you may need. You have trusted us with your vehicle repairs for more than 65 years. We thank you for your confidence in us and promise to continue to give you the same quality service that you've come to expect from Antrim Way Honda. Book your appointment online at antrimhonda.com. Schedule an appointment today and see why Antrim Way Honda knows a better way.
Antrim Way Honda knows a better way. Antrim Way Honda knows a better way.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
TrimTech Plumbing has expert plumbers you can trust, full-service plumbing and drain cleaning, and carpentry services, quality work, installs and repairs, reliable and dependable. TrimTech Plumbing has 24-hour emergency services, whether it's commercial or residential plumbing, water heaters, toilet repair, or a clogged drain. TrimTech has you covered. We are fully licensed and insured plumbers serving South Central Pennsylvania and Northern Maryland. Call 717-377-9056 or visit www.trimtechplumbing.com.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Welcome back to the Greencastle Antrim Sports broadcast on your local sports connection, WRGG 93.7 and WRGG.org, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog for the Antrim Insurance pregame show, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. I'm Landon Gore, joined by Greg Hoover, getting you ready for this Week 1 high school football matchup. At this time, we will hear from Greencastle Antrim head coach Jason Thurston and quarterbacks coach Sam Sprague to preview this Week 1 high school football game between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians. Here is now Jason Thurston and Sam Sprague. That was Greencastle Antrim football head coach Jason Thurston and quarterbacks coach Sam Sprague previewing this Week 1 matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians. Whenever we come back from break, this is the end of the Antrim Insurance pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. When we come back from break, we will be having the kickoff of the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians here at Greencastle. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, kickoff on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Certainly easier than spelling conscientious right on the first try. C-O-N-S-H, nope, S-I. S-C? Oh, that C's moonlighting as an H. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our investment and trust services team can help make your retirement dreams a reality. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Let's check the British spelling.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent area insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Phone 717-263-2624.
Discover member-focused banking at Patriot Federal Credit Union's new Greencastle branch. Build your savings and boost your financing with our exclusive branch specials. We're here Monday through Saturday to help you build a stronger financial future with local knowledge and personalized service. Come see us at 200 North Antrim Way in Greencastle or patriotfcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Welcome back to the Greencastle Antrim Sports broadcast for this Week 1 matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Waynesboro Indians. I am Landon Gore, and before we get started and hand it over to Greg for play-by-play along with myself, Bernie Santalonis, our cameraman, is going to be giving his thoughts and his takes on this Week 1 matchup between the Indians of Waynesboro and the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. First of all, Bernie, welcome to the start of the season.
Thank you very much. It is great to be here. It's great to be back in football city here. Like I always say, there's nothing better than Greencastle football. This town loves. They thrive on their football teams. You'll see them pack out the stadium, the student section. Everything about the environment here is awesome. So thank you. This is really really great to be back.
Absolutely. And Bernie, what are you looking for to see from both of these teams here tonight as they begin play of the 2026 season?
The two things that I look at the most when I'm watching football is my linemen up front. I always look at the battle in the trenches. I'm going to be watching the line to see who is winning, who is coming off the line quick, who is pushing around people and making those holes for the running backs and giving time for that quarterback. The second thing, and it happens, and Greg and I used to talk about it for years, is penalties. The first 2 or 3 games is when all the penalties happen, and believe it or not, it can really matter when the final score is tallied up here at the end.
Yep, we'll now join the folks here at Greencastle in the playing of our national anthem.
Like I was saying, laundry and linemen. That's going to be my two focuses tonight. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I really believe this matchup is one of the greatest county matchups that there is.
Absolutely.
In Franklin County, and I'm very excited to see both these teams play.
Absolutely, as we get you set for kickoff of this Week 1 matchup. And here we go, and here is the play-by-play himself, Greg Hoover.
Thank you, Landon, and thank you, Bernie. Good to see both of you back here in the press box. As always, a pleasure to be here. And it is where else would you rather be on a beautiful Friday night? 79 degrees, a nice little breeze blowing through. The flag is just blowing enough to know that there is a breeze. Greencastle lost the toss. Waynesboro wanted, they deferred for the second half, going to rely on their defense. So that means the Blue Devils will take the kickoff. They will line up and defend the eastern goal, the Waynesboro goal, toward Waynesboro. Waynesboro will kick off, move left to right, and Greencastle right to left. We'll see how things pan out as we go through. Deep back for the Blue Devils. See if we get a catch on this. It's always the first game, always interesting.
Yep, always trying to learn the numbers.
Yep, Dane Medina is back there as well. And along with Luke Hall, that's the two running backs, the kickoff receivers. Kicking off for the Indians will be sophomore Nick Carball, 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. He approaches the ball, kicks it off, squib kick coming up short, going to hit it to 20, bounce back to the 10, and go out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, which means it'll go to the 35.
Yep, 35-yard line. Good heads-up play there by Dane Medina as he lets the ball go out of bounds. And here comes Gavin Logson, the senior quarterback, bringing out the offense for the first time in the 2026 high school football season.
There's finally the flag and the procedure call. So first penalty, not a harsh one, Bernie, not a harsh one, but you know, Waynesboro picks up the first one, and it gets the Blue Devils up to the 35-yard line. Nice place to start if you're the Blue Devils here. So we'll see, and as you said, Gavin Loxton brings his team out for the very first time, and we'll see what Greencastle can do against it. They will bring a wide out to the near side. Everybody else is in tight. They'll have two in the backfield as Loxton will start up under center. Split the backs. Now they do a formation shift, and a flag is thrown.
And I believe that's on Waynesboro by the celebration of the offense. The offense all celebrated kind of simultaneously there, Greg. But it is on Waynesboro. It looks to be, but we'll see what happens. Yep, encroachment.
So the shift in the backfield caused Waynesboro to jump off
5 from the 40
sides
for our Blue Devils.
So it'll move it up 5 yards to the 40-yard line.
Well, we went back to the pregame interview of Coach Jason Thurston and quarterbacks Coach Sam Sprague, and they both said they want to get a little tricky to begin. Well, exactly that. You get 5 free yards, and, well, Greencastle's at their own 40. Good field position for the Blue Devils to begin.
Yeah, after the penalty, they'll move it up to the 40, see if they do anything this time. Looks like they're going to put a wing on the right side, a wide out on this side, and the first call is going to go to Spencer Long. Long will get very close to the first down, brought down at about the 43-yard line, pick up 3 yards on the play.
Good carry by Long, good penetration by the line to get him through there, and good just increase there by Spencer Long. And we talked about it in the pregame show, he's a stride runner. Once he gets to the open field, he's gone.
They'll post it at the 44, so 1 yard shy of the first down, wide out to the far side and the near side here. Everybody else in tight double wing formation. Wing comes in motion. They'll run the jet sweep our way, and this will be Hall coming around the left side. He gets the first down as he goes over the 45 to the 49-yard line.
Great play calls to start out this game for Greencastle. It's 2 plays to get a first down, and they are already close to Waynesboro territory as they're just at the 49-yard line, and we'll see what they can do here.
We have to remember there's 2 Halls out there. Luke Hall, he is the junior, 6'1 junior, running from the wingback position. Wyatt Hall is the tight end.
Number 33.
Yes, and he'll carry the ball too. So in motion goes Hall again, but they're going to give it straight up to the fullback and straight up the middle for big yardage.
Kegerice on the carry.
I didn't see who that was.
That's Layden Kegerice, number 7.
Okay.
Yep, 6'1", 182 fullback. Good run there up the middle by Kegerice for about a gain of 8. Good start for Greencastle, Greg, as they try to keep marching down the field to get this defense already tired out, but we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, that was a nice run, power run, just up the middle. So the Blue Devils now facing a 2nd and 3. This will go to Long. Long through the middle again, and doesn't get many yards this time as they knock him down in a hurry.
Yeah, Waynesboro read that one there.
Well, they're saying fumble, but Waynesboro's saying fumble, but they're the only ones saying fumble.
Yeah, they are. Refs didn't say it either, so Greencastle will maintain possession. 3rd and 2.
And 2 for the Blue Devils.
So 3rd down here, and the Blue Devils with first down already. Ball spotted here at the 37. And again, they go to Long, who gets up to the 40, which will be a first down.
Up to the 40, first down. That's all they needed, and they get the first down by about a yard there, by about a yard extra. Spencer Long picks up the ball, and Greencastle running the ball well early on in this game, Greg, something that Coach Thurston emphasizes in every interview. They need to run the ball well and get to the second level very quickly.
So Blue Devils now with another first down, second one on the drive. They started it at the 35, got a penalty to the 40, and then they have been running the ball, and that's what they want to do. Loxton comes up under center, one in the backfield, and Loxton's going to roll to his right, looking to throw down deep. He throws down deep, has a man open in Hall, Wyatt Hall, and in and out of his hands. He probably would have been out of bounds if he made the catch anyway.
Yeah, Greencastle wanted a flag there as the cornerback from Waynesboro. I believe that was number 2, Brighton Navaya Irish, the sophomore, 5'9", 165 pounds. I believe that was him on that coverage there, and I believe Greencastle wanted a flag, but they will not get one as it will now be 2nd and 10.
Nice throw, and protection was there for him. I tell you what, that William Quintris, the sophomore, 415 pounds.
Big guy.
Sitting
big
right
boy.
in the middle of the line. And this quarterback sneak, Loxton will get a couple yards on it, try to catch him off guard, but they did a pretty good job on the coverage there, including that big guy we just talked about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big – I saw first play, and I'm thinking, man, that's a Dexter Lawrence player right there. That's a big nose tackle for Waynesboro.
3rd and 8 for Greencastle.
Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger players we have seen.
Yeah.
At 415 pounds. Greencastle will put Petruska out at the far side of the field in motion will come South. South gets the pitch as he goes around the right side, gets a little running room, turns it up the corner, and doesn't get quite to the 30, but a nice pickup on the end sweep there for Greencastle and Samuel Petruska.
Sam, that was number 2, Dominic Angelini on the carry. Yeah,
okay.
The senior Dominic Angelini. Yeah, good pickup there, and we'll see what Coach Thurston decides to do, and it looks like Greencastle Antrim will go for it on Waynesboro's 32, 4th and 2.
6-yard pickup, 4th and 2. Not a bad call because they're moving the ball. And they'll put Long as the eye back. And there goes straight up the middle for Long. And the spot's going to give them another first down.
They will get that spot and another first down. They are running the ball well, Greg, and it is working. And what do you do whenever it works? You keep on doing the same thing, and that is exactly what Coach Jason Thurston is doing right now, telling his offensive guys, let's keep running this ball, and let's keep getting Waynesboro out of this, and let's keep running it up their mouth. And that's what they are doing so well right now.
That was the 9th play of the drive. They started it back at their 35. They have gone inside the 30-yard line of Waynesboro, working from the right hash mark. 2 in the backfield. Again, everybody else in tight, and there is motion on the, I think that came from the left wing for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, after the play, after the flag was thrown, we had number 9 of Waynesboro. That was Brentley Thebus, the sophomore, going at it with number 2, Dominic Angelini. It looks like Thebus kind of threw Angelini onto the ground after the play, after the dead ball foul, but no flag was thrown for that.
5-yard penalty, the first of the ball game, marched off against the Blue Devils, both now with 5-yard penalties in this first drive. So they'll work a 2nd and 15 negative number from the inside the hash on the right side. Wide out to the left, 1 to the right. I formation in the backfield. Gives it to, nope, fake, good fake pass. Oh, he got knocked down. They picked up on the fumble, but recovered by Blue Devils, but a big play for the Waynesboro Indians.
Yeah, I saw him coming from the right side, Greg. I believe that was 33 live.
I think it was Balin Poulin, number 34.
Number 34. I saw him coming off his edge position. I thought, oh no, I think Gavin Logson's going to go down there. It was kind of like you almost just saw it coming. Gavin didn't see it, and he gets hit for a sack. He fumbles, but Greencastle luckily recovers the ball for a very long third down.
It was second down. It was certainly the blind side that got him. So the ball was set now at the 42-yard line. 2nd down and a whole lot of green grass in between. I was checking. They had 3 in the backfield. Yep. Then they just moved 1 up. Now they're going to move another one back. Not sure what the call coming from the white hat official. Delay a game.
Yeah,
against the Blue Devils.
Against our Blue Devils.
Well, Bernie, so far you wanted those flags, and so far you're getting them from Greencastle. What looked like a very promising drive, all of a sudden Greencastle's at 2nd down and 28. So
in defense of Bernie,
more than a quarter of the field.
I wouldn't say he wanted them.
He didn't want them, but that's what he was looking to see. Oh yeah.
So almost back to midfield.
Yeah, back to where they almost started.
To 47. They're going to run that double. Oh, ball's on the ground, and Waynesboro has it at the 50-yard marker. It was that double reverse. Gavin Starkey, the senior, jumps on the ball, and turnover number 1. The Blue Devils lose the football.
Yep, what looked like a promising drive for the Blue Devils ends up not a promising drive. It's just penalties kills them, and then the turnover on the reverse sweep. So now Waynesboro gets the ball right on midfield, and they get the ball in perfect position for the sophomore Braden Heinbuch, starting in his first career varsity football game.
Wow. That was, the things you don't want to see, penalties and turnovers, and it all happened on the first drive. Waynesboro goes into formation, then they come back up as they go to the hurry-up offense. Now they look over, and they're getting the signal in. And we'll see for the first time, as you mentioned, Braden Heinbuch. Now there's another whistle. This one's going to be a delay of game again.
Delay of game. Greencastle, the coaches, they were jumping on the side. They wanted that one, and they will get a delay of game on the Indians of Waynesboro.
So our good friend John Freeman, who is officiating in the back there.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yes, and he is he's busy here tonight with those 2 calls. At least he said that's where he was going to be. Looks like him out there. So now Waynesboro back in a hole at the 45. Snaps, fumbled. Now he picks it up again, but Greencastle will converge on him and stop him right at the 45-yard line.
I think Mark McClure, head coach of the Indians, Greg, I think his heart just stopped there for about a second or so.
Yeah.
He saw his quarterback high buck, botched the snap. He picks it up, though, gets maybe about a gain of 1 or 2, if even, and it will now be 2nd and 15. So, no, they get no gain there on the play.
Well, it could have been worse.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Certainly could have been worse. From the shotgun, gives the ball to the fullback. Fullback comes up to the middle and doesn't get a whole lot of yardage. That's going to be number 21.
Yep.
21. And that will be Anthony Usherman.
Yeah, Wyatt Hall on the stop there, number 33. Good read by Wyatt Hall from his safety position as linebacker. He was right there. He was lined up in the box, so he was more of the linebacker there. But he came in, read it well, and he got the stop.
New defense for Greencastle. They're going with a 4-2-5. I think is what it is. Sort of a linebacker hybrid with the safeties. Snap and quick throw out and complete. Hit right away, gets by it, but to the line of the original line of scrimmage and a pickup of 1. They get 4-5 yards on that little pass play.
Yeah, we'll see what Mark DeClure wants to do on the first drive of the season for Waynesboro. It looks like he will send the punt team out there is what it looks like as for right now. But so far, Greg, the defense for Greencastle stout on that first drive right after the turnover, and that's what Greencastle wanted to see.
Yeah, they are going to get the ball back as Carball will come in to punt away, standing at his own 40. Snap a little low, but he picks it up nicely, gets it off, squibs it to the right side, up in the air, hits at the 23, and then rolls down to the 20-yard line. Actually make it the 19-yard
Yeah, 19
line.
went about the 19, so that's where Gavin Logson and the Greencastle offense will set up shop, and we'll see if they can kind of fix what they were trying to do last drive. It was going well, but then they end up getting a few penalties and they end up fumbling. So we'll see what they can do here.
Here's what you got to think about. The defense played well. They were able to get a 3 and out on the first drive. So as you said, let's see what they can come back and do here in drive number 2. This one back at the 19-yard line. Started that first one at the 35, and then after a penalty at the 40, took it down to the 32, inside the 30, but then penalties got them back. Play action to the big man going up the middle, but Waynesboro read that one well. No gain on the play.
That was big number 78, William Quinteros there, 450 pounds. He got that one in a hurry. Now he's going back to the huddle.
Yeah, ball spot at the 19, no gain at all.
4:24 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 score, Greencastle and Waynesboro.
Moving quickly because they've been keeping it on the ground. Only 2 passes in the ball game. Snap and play action, fake throwing downfield. It's going to be short for the intended receiver for Greencastle. That time it was Petruski again, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good pass from Logson to begin. He had a little bit of pressure in his face. He kind of had to just get rid of it, but overall not a good play there executed by Greencastle. 3rd down and 8.
So Greencastle in another passing situation. Let's see what they come out and do here. That's their second pass of the season and the game. So 3rd and 19 from the 8. They'll put 1 in the backfield, 2 to the left, 2 to the right in what looks like a passing situation. Straight back pocket, quick pass out to the wing. It is caught out there, and nice tackle at the last minute. Or tell you what, I think Luke Hall could have gone a great deal of distance.
I think he could have. It was Brighton Nevaeh Irish, the sophomore for Waynesboro. That was a great tackle. And you're right, Greg. Luke would have been probably gone on the distance if he would have been able to break free there.
They always tell you to tackle at the feet.
Yep.
And that's what he did. Snap is in. Greencastle will punt it away. Nice punt.
Nice punt.
To the 38-yard line. Hit once and then hit twice. The ball carrier, Larry Taylor, is knocked down at the 45.
Brady Kageris on the tackle for Greencastle, number 22. Great tackle there as the returner actually broke the first tackle, and then it was Kageris that got him the second time.
South, the punter, Ethan. Last year it was Logston that punted, but it's an interesting situation when the quarterback punts because you don't know what defensively.
Happen.
But at the same time, it's just another opportunity to get hurt. So rest him a little bit when you can. But nice punt from South. That goes down to the 40 and it returned to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians here inside their own territory. With 3:26 to go here, opening quarter, nobody on the board. Handoff to the fullback again. Second time we've seen that one, and this time
on the carry.
he gets out to the 49-yard line. Usherman again.
Yeah, Anthony Usherman on the carry on that play. And you could tell there he was kind of looking like, okay, I want to get some blocks here, there's some room, but Greencastle got him just in time.
Snap already. Back to him again. He's the lone setback. And coming in from the line and making the stop for the Blue Devils is Benjamin Jansen.
Great penetration by Benjamin Jansen. He was tackling him as he still had his block on. So
he did.
He was dragging the center down, and great penetration by Benjamin Jansen to make it 3rd and 7. 2:42 to go in the first quarter.
2 receivers both sides of the field. They'll work from the right hash. Step back and in trouble. Coming out of the pocket. He rolls. He doesn't go anywhere. And 3 or 4 blue jerseys were there to bring him down.
Just met him immediately. Wyatt Hall got the pressure at first. Benjamin Jansen helped finish him off. Elijah Ambrose, one of the other team captains, helped finish him off. And he had no chance there as he just had to fall down in the backfield.
He's certainly nowhere to go, nowhere to run to. Dominic Angelini will go deep back for the Blue Devils, stand at his 20-yard line and await the punt. It is away, line drive shot, going to hit at the 22, taken at the 15, coming our way with the ball. Angelini with a nice little run, still on his feet, and finally knocked down after getting up to the 35-yard line. Nice return.
Yeah, 35-yard line. Great return by Angelini, and from what looked like he was he was going to get caught at first. It looked like he had a nice return coming to the near side, and he was able to get a nice return.
Blue Devils trot out for the 3rd offensive set of the ball game. First one was pretty successful until the penalties, and then the fumble came. The second one was a 3 and out, and but Waynesboro has been held to 2 3 and outs so far. See what they can produce here on this one. They're awaiting the football to get off the field.
I was going to say balls are going everywhere on the
they
field
were.
now.
So this is
Long
has the running room. There he goes to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. No one's going to catch him now. And the junior running back has his first touchdown of the season, and the Blue Devils do too.
Greg, we talked about it in the pregame show. Coach Jason Thurston talked about it in the interview. All it takes for him is get to that second level. He is gone. He's a stride runner, and Spencer Long shows off his speed as he goes 66 yards to the house for Greencastle. Great first touchdown of the season. Gets the fans on their feet.
Well, you saw once and again you saw it coming. Once he broke through, got past the defense, no one was going to get him at that stage. Kick is up and good for Blake Whitmer. And the Blue Devils have jumped out to a 7-0 lead here with 1:35 to go in the opening quarter.
That is what Greencastle wants to see all season long from this backfield. Every coach on this team, they love Spencer Long and the speed and the athlete that he is. He's a track star. He can run fast. He can break out to the second level, and there he did. It was like I looked away for a second to look at the score sheet, and bam, he was gone. He was gone. He was completely gone. Great start after the first couple of drives for Greencastle, and let's see if Waynesboro can respond and do that same thing. Let's see what Waynesboro can do on offense.
And when you say track star, no, he really is.
He is a track star, yeah.
He really is. That's a phrase used sometimes for someone that is really fast. Hey, he's a track star. No, he really is a track star. It used the speed there. Has some nice blocking, too. So everybody coming together on that one. The Blue Devils get on the board first here. 1:35 to go, 7-0 lead for the Blue Devil. That drive, one play, 66 yards. Extra point from Blake Whitmer was good.
Tremendous drive. One play. Wasn't long. It was quick. It was easy.
It was long.
It was, yeah.
I'm here all week.
Yeah.
Okay.
For our Blue Devils.
Blue Devils will kick off as Whitmer comes back in. Whitmer kicked last year for the Blue Devils. Senior is set to go. Puts the ball on a squib kick to the 20-yard line. It's going to be taken once again by Larry Taylor.
Fumble.
Fumble on the play.
It all depends on who you
We'll
believe
see.
here.
Yeah, we'll see. Greencastle says they have it. We'll see.
They look excited.
They do.
They got it.
Yep, they do have it. Greencastle football just like that.
The ball recovered by the Blue Devils.
Well, Greg, after the very ugly start for both teams, Greencastle, things are going their way, and they have a perfect opportunity to go up by 2 scores here. Let's see what the offense can do here. And you know who I'm going to, Craig. You know, right after the first play, I know I'm going to. Bernie's shaking his head. He wants to see more of it. And looks like there's an injured
there is
Indian
an injury
as well. Yeah, number 1.
That could be Taylor. Taylor, the ball carrier
He
on
grabbed
that
his
one.
knee.
Yep.
Yep.
Cramps, yeah. Well, it is. That first game, and though it isn't very humid out, 63% humidity, and the temperature started at 79, down to 77. It's a pretty cool night, but nevertheless, it's the first time they're out playing hard. Not that they don't in the scrimmage, but it is a little different situation. So they're trying to get the cramp stretched out of him, get some water into him. Blue Devils are off and running here. Would like to tell you, you can choose UPMC for your orthopedic and sports medicine care. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/Central PA Ortho. Greg Hoover, along with Landon Gore, thanks for tuning our way here. 7-0 up on the board. Blue Devils, 1:27 here in the opening quarter. And Taylor gets up after the cramp. Still takes a lot to walk off on those cramps.
Cramps can be painful. Believe me, I've had some before, and they can definitely be a painful thing. I never played football. I'm definitely more of an announcer guy, especially the body size as well. But I've had some cramps before, and they're not fun. Believe me, and I can imagine what it's like playing football with all that padding on as well. But we will see what Greencastle can do here.
I've had cramps announcing. So
the finger cramps, writing the pen down.
Right.
You know.
Greencastle with the football at the 39-yard line to start their next possession here. Minute 27 up to go here in the quarter. Up under center goes Logston, and they'll do that reverse again. This time they get it into the hands of South, and South keeps it. Luke Hall, and Luke Hall gets it across the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Nice pickup on first down.
That was the exact play on the second drive, or the first drive for Greencastle. Ended up turning the ball over for them, but it worked there as Luke Hall gets a gain of 6 with 1:05 and the clock ticking to go in the first quarter of the season.
You know, I like that call because that's a bread and butter play for Greencastle. Not bread and butter per se, but they like to come in and
run that a lot.
They use that a lot. They have used that a lot.
Especially in Coach Jason Thurston's tenure, that you saw that a lot last season and a lot so far today.
And so it didn't go well the first time. You want to make sure it goes right the second time. 3-step drop. They're going to throw it up and out of bounds. Incomplete pass. The intended receiver, Iverson Stoner.
Yeah, Gavin Logston's looking over at the sideline, patting his jersey. That's on me, guys. Wasn't a great throw by Logston, but I want to see Greencastle go back to that, and I want to see them do that again and really go back to that long game, because it looked like the receiver, number 20, Jeremiah Murray for Greencastle, looked like he had a beat on him. And so we'll see if they do that again.
Oh, that is Murray. I have it mixed up there on my score sheet. I'll make that change. So Blue Devils out of the I formation, wideouts both sides of the field. Greencastle jump, 5-yard penalty.
Yep, the left guard jump there. You could tell he did not like that, and that was number 55 for Greencastle that jumped. That is Tyler Myers, the left guard, 5'9", and 175 pounds. He's a guard and linebacker for the Blue Devils.
Third penalty for the Blue Devils, 15 yards total so far. Takes them back down to the 38-yard line. Third and 9 now. They'll stay in that I formation with the wideouts both sides. Double tight end situation and a handoff up the middle. Someone lost a helmet out there.
Yep, number 44 for Waynesboro. That was Glenn Coppage, the junior. He lost his helmet there, so we have to come out for one more play.
Yeah, one play. Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line.
So 4th and 5 for Greencastle, and Coach Jason Thurston knows exactly what he's doing. and he's talking to Sam Sprague. He's talking to the rest of the coaches on the sideline, and we will see what happens. Here comes Ethan Shank on the sideline as well, talking with Coaches Thurston as well on a 4th down and 5, as they will let the quarter run down, it looks like, with 13 seconds.
Yeah, they are going to do that. First quarter is in the books here. Greencastle sitting on top of a 7-0 lead against Waynesboro, and we're going to take a short break and be right back right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Like easier than pronouncing Worcester. Nope, Worcester. Huh, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Oh, man. Yeah, there's no way anyone gets that on the first try. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our business banking relationship managers deliver the personalized service and speedy responses that help your small business do big things. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC. Worcestershire. Worcestershire?
People say I'm too serious. Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not 1, but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Second quarter getting underway. Fresh 12 minutes up on the clock. 7-0 score for the Blue Devils. And Blue Devils with the ball. Play action fake. Loxton going to throw downfield and completes the pass at the 27-yard line.
That is a first down. Iverson Stoner on the grab. He got his both feet in. Good job by Iverson Stoner there to get his feet in and maintain the process of the catch, and they will gain a first down to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, the nice play and a great catch, great pass, and for Logston, he gets his first completion of the season. Some ball spotted at the 27. Now, technically, they had a first down in the last drive when you went 66 yards, but that's the first down since the first drive. And this time, straight up the middle, and it will be in for a touchdown as no one will touch. Landon Kegras coming out of the fullback position.
He could have walked into that end zone, Greg, and nobody would have gotten him. Great start up the middle for the Blue Devils, and that was just complete. The sea was parted, and he just completely went through it. And Landon Kegras goes all the way for a touchdown as Greencastle takes a 13-0 lead to begin the second quarter. Great job. Great job there by the Blue Devils.
I'm not going to take anything away from the young man, but I could have ran through that hole. That's a extra point.
The end zone.
Yeah, extra point coming. Great hold, great kick. It's 14-0. Blue Devils have taken the lead. That drive, let's put it together for you. It started at the 33, and the big play was the pass play that got them down to the 27, and then the very next play was the touchdown. 4 plays in total. 4 plays in total for the touchdown, and they would have traveled 70, 50, 60, 67 yards.
Yeah, you see Landon Kegras there on the sideline, number 7. He's hugging all his teammates. He went to center, Gavin Namble, and then quarterback Gavin Loxton on the bench. Loxton looks like he's on the iPad looking at the last play. They went over, hugged each other on that play, and man, just what a start for Greencastle as the crowd is in this. And the Greencastle goal is to get the Waynesboro, the away crowd, out of this, and so far they have 14-0 Greencastle to begin.
So, as you said, Landon, a great start. And after that initial drive, which the Blue Devils played well in that initial drive, they moved the ball. They had 3 first downs, and then penalties, fumbles, bingo. So here we go. Whitmer 2 for 2 from the extra point. He'll kick off again. Last one was a squib kick. Greencastle moving left to right here in the second quarter. And another short kick up to, there's a whistle on the play.
Flag on the play.
That's interesting. Oh, it must be offsides Blue Devils.
Yep.
Offsides the call against the Blue Devils.
So, of all penalties that you're going to get, you don't want any of them, but I'll take the kickoff penalties. They're
I will
a little
agree.
bit less, I don't know, they don't seem to harm as much as some other ones do. They don't stop the drives as the other ones do. So, that one is the fourth one, which is, again, getting up there. You don't want to get in double figures.
The first game penalties, they'll clean this up later on as the season goes on. But so far, the first game penalties, get them out of the way early, week one.
Well, here's what I have to say. Unfortunately, last year they didn't.
They didn't.
And we thought that would happen, but it didn't. And Coach Thurston was well aware of that. And they hope that they, after the whole season to talk about those things, they hope the discipline is there so they don't have to worry about that again.
I remember last year, Greg, at Boiling Springs, week 9, they had 26 team penalties as a whole. 26 penalties.
Yeah. So the ball moves back to the 35 for the kickoff. Let's see if this time Whitmer puts a little bit more emphasis into it. Instead of a squib kick up, Taylor is not in the contest. He had the cramp. There's a big boot, and it's going to chase him back to the 5-yard line. Finally picked up there at the 5-yard line by Dwayne Robinson. Switches to Fields, come back this way, and did a pretty nice job of getting it to the 28-yard line. Nice tackle, and a helmet off there, too. How many times are we going to see that?
Yeah, exactly. Robert Sanders got a huge pop on the tackle from that was number 21. Number 21, yes, for Greencastle. Ivan Mason as well on the tackle, and a good stop as the returner got a little bit of room coming around the corner, and we'll see what Waynesboro can do here on their third drive of the game.
A lot of times in situations like that, just like a fumble and a kickoff, you suck up the team coming for the ball. They get sucked in, and then suddenly there's some room to run. Waynesboro with the possession of the football here, their first of the second quarter, trailing 14-0. Clock stopped at 11:37, and sitting at the 30-yard line. Quarterback keeper on that great fake. Everybody went left to the ball, but it was Heinbuck who kept it and takes it up to the 35, so a 5-yard gain on that.
Yeah, not too bad for Heinbuck there. In the second down and 5, Wyatt Hall was the only one that did not get faked out. Going to the right side as Wyatt Hall made the tackle on him after a gain of 5.
Well, if you play assignment ball, you don't get faked out. You stay with your man.
Yep.
And that's what he did. 2 in the backfield now as a work out of the gun. 1 to the left and 1 a step behind. Fumble on the play. Ball's on the carpet. Greencastle has the fumble recovery.
Greencastle has in their second turnover of the game for Waynesboro, and Wyatt Hall recovers it, and Greencastle is in prime field position in Waynesboro territory. What a great start for this Greencastle team. I don't think Coach Jason Thurston could have asked for a better start at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, and just overall great start by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it has been an incredible start for them. And, that's the second fumble, third fumble of the ball game. So Waynesboro takes the 2-1 lead on the turnovers, not where you want to be. Greencastle will get the ball sitting at the 35-yard line in Waynesboro territory. Here, drop back, looking to pass, running that timing pattern down the left sideline, overthrown. Looks like Wyatt sort of slowed down a little bit, thinking it was a different pattern. So a miscommunication on the play.
Yeah, that's Gavin Logson's 5th incompletion so far of this ball game as they went back to the long pass, but that time it was not successful once again.
1 for 5 on the night for the Blue Devils. Threw 4 times in the first quarter and 1 so far here in the second half. Left to right is the motion that Blue Devils will take. They work out of the right hash mark. Wide side of the field's out toward the Waynesboro side, and they'll send 2 receivers out that way in the likes of Stoner and Schick. Everybody else in tight. Ball carrier appears to be
44.
Ethan South on the carry.
Okay, Ethan South.
Yeah, Ethan South, number 44 for Greencastle on the carry there.
Nice pickup to the 28. They're still moving it. 28-yard line.
7.
So 28-yard line's where they'll go.
3rd and 3 for the Blue Devils.
3rd and 3 for Greencastle. 3rd and 3. We'll
manageable.
See very manageable. That's what they wanted to get there on that second down, to get a manageable third down, and that's exactly what they got.
Petruska comes in with the play now. He'll come to the near side of us as the wideout. And again, the entire line in tight. First man through, and he gets hit right away as he tries to extend forward, but almost fumbled the ball. But
that was Landon Kager-Wright's just last drive. He had the wide open hole. I guess they were hoping to see that hole again. But big number 78 for Waynesboro, 415 pounds, 6'5", William Canteros got him there.
So he makes the stop and a 4th down and 2 situation for the Blue Devils.
Zachary Russell checking in for the game, 87 for Greencastle.
So they'll run a double tight end alignment when he comes into the contest. So that means they're probably going up the middle.
Yep.
They'll put Long to the left, and they'll give it to the first man through. He gets the first down and more. We'll have to wait and see who gets up off the ground. It's the number.
That was Landon Kegerice again.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Kegerice once again. Greencastle doing a nice job moving the line, getting the first down on that 4th down. Already the 3rd 4th down they've converted in this ball game.
Yeah.
So great job there, moving the line. That's what they wanted to do, and that's exactly what Bernie said. He's watching the trenches in the pregame show, and that's exactly what Greencastle is doing. Ryan Schick in now at wide receiver for Greencastle, number 12, going far side.
And he will, and they'll put Long on the wing or in the slot to the left. Wing on this side. He comes in motion. Fake to him. Logston throws down to wide open Wyatt Hall, and touchdown Blue Devils.
Touchdown Wyatt Hall. He was wide open across the middle. Gavin Logston on the rollout to the left found him, and that will be the first touchdown pass of the season for Gavin Logston to Wyatt Hall, and Wyatt Hall's first touchdown of the season. Last week, Greg, on the sidelines, I actually interviewed Wyatt Hall along with Coach Thurston, my co-host Reese Siddle, and I did, and he said he wants to get over 4 touchdowns and break his school record that he has set in his career so far.
Oh, okay. Well, 21-yard pass play, and the kick is too good.
Yep.
It's good. And with that, Blue Devils take a 21-0 lead. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Way easier than translating texts and all emojis. Smiley face, siren, apple? Mom is eating a spicy apple? What? F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our FlexLock line of credit lets you borrow from your home for big purchases. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Oh, why did I teach her to text?
Welcome back to Greencastle, 21-0. The Blue Devils lead this one. That one was just a 9 play. It was a 4 play, 62-yard drive. Extra points, 21-0, as Greencastle will kick away again to the Indians. Here we go, up in the air toward the right sideline. Going to bounce and stay in bounds. And it is taken there by Dwayne Robinson again. Robinson tried to make a cut, slipped on his feet on the turf and down at the 18-yard line.
Number 40 there, Jake Santos Rojas made the stop for the Blue Devils. Nice stop as he looked like he could, Carter Peck, number 40 for Greencastle. And that's where Waynesboro will set up shop where he was tackled. Let's just see if Waynesboro can try to get back into this game, Craig. Down 21-0 already. Let's see what Waynesboro can do to try to get back in this.
Here's the hard part, Landon, if you're Waynesboro. You haven't done too much successfully with the football. You're 3 and out every time, or a fumble. It doesn't matter. They just haven't been able to do anything offensively.
And plus, they also have a quarterback who's starting his first career game.
So he does a little spin move and hands it off to one of the backs. Actually, it was to the tight end, I believe, on that one. Was it Cintron?
58 Cole Burkholder.
Oh, but they say Burkholder.
Okay.
He gets a 1.5 yards on it. They'll move the ball on the other side of the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Oh, no, Burkholder was the one that made the stop there. 58 for Greencastle.
All
yep.
Right.
Junior.
Waynesboro spreads the field a little bit to the right, one to the near side, out of the pistol formation, and the throw is complete, but swamped right away. There's a flag on the play.
Yep, there's some flag there.
Brantley Phoebus catches the ball from Heimbach. I was going to think that it might be an incidental face mask. And we'll wait to see. Just by the fact that there was 3 or 4 people there. Yep, that was the call. So that'll be the 5-yard nature, but it will give them, if not the first down, 4, 5. let's see. Yep, they get the first down. Their first down of the ball game.
And that comes with 8:02 to go in the second quarter. That's their first down of the game for Waynesboro.
And benefit of a penalty as well. Ball at the 29-yard now. And they'll give it to the fullback. Nothing there for him to go. They set up with a one-man backfield with the quarterback.
Yep.
And not a lot of options out of that one.
Greencastle's defense is really doing a great job, Greg, stiffing out these runs, especially up the middle, doing a great job stopping them just in time.
Osherman was in on the stop on that one. Greencastle's defensive line with Wyatt Hall up there, Ethan South, Elijah Ambrose, Tyler Myers, and Gavin Knable, and Luca Kaufman, all up there, or Huffman, excuse me, doing a great job. Four-man front, long snap count, same formation, two-step drop. Now he's in trouble. He comes out of the pocket, keeps the ball, and has a little running room, but he's going to fall short of that first down. They'll spot him at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, just short at the 37. We'll see what Scott McClure decides to do for the Indians, and we'll see what their decision is. But he is just short of that first down the game.
They got
3rd and 2. I forgot that was not.
Yeah.
This is third down here. Excuse me, that was my bad.
So they get 2 plays to get through 2 yards. They'll line up with Osherman in the fullback position and ready to go. They'll give it. Fumble. The ball's on the carpet again. It looks like Waynesboro might have recovered it. The handoff was not completed to Osherman, and that'll drop him back. Boy, they can't win for losing right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure in practice this next week they're going to be working on that snap and those handoffs all week long, as that is already the 4th time in this ballgame that's happened. It looks like they will go for now. They'll call a timeout.
They're going to call the timeout.
Yep.
Well, they're going to call a timeout. We'll take another break as well. Going to step aside for a minute. We'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Discover member-focused banking at Patriot Federal Credit Union's new Greencastle branch. Build your savings and boost your financing with our exclusive branch specials. We're here Monday through Saturday to help you build a stronger financial future with local knowledge and personalized service. Come see us at 200 North Antrim Way in Greencastle or patriotfcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Break huddle after the timeout. Waynesboro takes their first one. It'll be interesting to see what their call is. Looks like they're going to stay and try to go for it here. When you're down 3 scores.
Yep.
And though it's going to leave Greencastle with excellent field position, but let's see what happens. Looks like someone moved on the right side, didn't see a flag, and a completed pass and a first down.
Wow.
For Waynesboro.
Good catch, number 5, Dwayne Robinson, and that will move the sticks as well. Great catch as he had to extend for that one, but that was a really, really good diving catch for Dwayne Robinson.
It really, really, really was. Yeah, I didn't know what really took place. So another first down, second one on this drive, and that makes Logston 4 for 4 on the night. Hasn't thrown much, but he's been successful a couple times.
4 for 4.
Hindball, yeah. He's been trying a couple times, got flushed out of the pocket before he could throw. Full house backfield this time. The running back is going nowhere. 1 yard pickup on the play. Osherman once again gets the call.
Once again, good stop by Greencastle to stop the run. They're doing a great job. Eli Barrett on the tackle, number 75, coming off of the field now for this next play. Great all-around stop there.
They're going to give him 2 yards on the play up to the 42-yard line. No huddle offense for Waynesboro. They'll check their pad on their left arm and get the what the play is after the number gets called in. From the gun, now this time it's the quarterback keeper. No, not going to go anywhere. Nowhere to be found as Zachary Russell makes sure he goes nowhere.
Zachary Russell read that like a book, and he gets the stop. And once again, Greg, another great run stop by Greencastle in that front. and another third down for Waynesboro. 3rd and 7.
When we go to the halftime break, we'll check back with Bernie to see what his sights are from his point of view. And he talked about flags, and he talks about lineman play. He's got to be pretty pleased with the Greencastle line play. So pass formation, and their throw almost intercepted. Incomplete pass, first one of the ball game for Waynesboro. Good breakup out there, and I think it was
up on the play by number 20,
Jeremiah Murray, almost intercepted there. He did it just on his hands as he was going to the ground, but good pass breakup as Waynesboro will, for right now, it looks like they will punt.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it's a 4th and 6 situation. They're in punt formation with Carball at the 31-yard line. 4:21 left on the clock. Greencastle has a deep receiver back. They're going to call another timeout. Yeah, they are. So Greencastle will send Angelini back as the
timeout Indian.
The running back to bring the ball up, see what he can do. Indians will take a timeout. Can't blame them for that.
Yeah, you
they
can't.
Got one to waste.
They're just trying something. They want to stream huddle as they looked upon this ball. They just want to try to get something here and just try to get some momentum going. Anything they can possibly do here.
Yeah, they just need to do something positive to go into halftime.
Absolutely.
I don't even think they have to score per se. I think they just have to move the ball to make them feel good about themselves at this stage of the game. Because there's nothing, I got to be honest, I don't know what you change at halftime because you can't control the defensive line right now of Greencastle, and that your run game is dependent upon that. So. All right, we'll go back to the formation. We'll see what they come up and do. Indians trailing 21-0 to the Blue Devils. High snap, ball comes down, barely gets it away, straight up in the air because he had to get a ball. There's a flag. That was a late flag.
Yeah, it was a very late flag, I believe. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like the punter got down. And as the punter's running off the field, he's saying, first down for us. That's it. I don't know if you saw him running off there.
Well, it must have been, roughing the kicker.
Yeah, wow.
The call.
I mean, it was much pressure Greencastle had. It was not surprising. But stuff like that is exactly what Waynesboro just needs to get a big play and to get back in this thing and get some momentum going. But overall, still not too bad. I like the pressure. I like the pursuit that Greencastle had on that punt. And they almost got to him.
They almost did. They almost got the ball. Once you touch that ball, all bets are off. But that did not happen. So that will be, unfortunately, their 6th penalty of the ball game. Okay, well, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
I guess they're trying to look to see where they spot it.
Yeah, but if it's against.
Yeah.
Was it against?
They are moving far and far and far. It looks like Greencastle's defense just keeps on going.
Well, that can't be where the ball for the first down. If it's roughing the kicker, that would have been from the point.
Yeah.
Of infraction.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils on the 20-yard line.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
The penalty was declined by Waynesboro.
Oh, Waynesboro declined the penalty.
Declined it. Wow.
Okay, I got to ask this question. Why?
Why did they?
You got a first down out of it.
Yeah.
Unless it's only a 5-yard penalty, yeah. That's a good point. Could have been a 5-yard penalty. You got the chance to kick again. And as close as they came that time.
I was going to say, as close as they came, I don't think they wanted to risk it. So Greencastle will get the ball back. I was going to say, there's no way that was all the penalty yardage the way they were moving, but Greencastle will set up shop.
Yeah. Well, the ball was blown dead back around the 30-yard line. So Greencastle gets the first play from scrimmage.
Oh, there's Spencer Long.
It's along with the ball and gets the first down.
Yep, got the first down
run.
From about 7. Whenever he got about 7 yards there, and he's hurt on the field as well. He got about 7. Now he's getting up limping. That wasn't Spencer Long limping. Someone for Greencastle. That's number 55. That is Tyler Myers, the guard. And so he'll come off hobbling off. And as he got to about 7 yards, Greg, it looked like he was going to break free, but the safety came in and he got him. And Tyler Myers is still on the ground as he tries to go off on his own power, but he will not be able to. And let's see what happens.
Trainer meets him out there and says, go down. Myers, a very important part of that offensive line and defensive line for the Blue Devils. So we'll have to wait and see what his injury, to the extent of his injury, is. Coming up at halftime on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show, we'll look at we'll review some of the plays that took place and the scoring drives. We'll try to get you caught up on some scores from around the area as well. We'll have from Bernie's point of view, and we'll see what happens. That's at halftime here at Greencastle. Next week, Blue Devils still at home as Southwestern comes to town.
Yep.
A little bit of an unknown. We'll just have to wait and see after they play their first game to see what it looks like for them.
Yeah, we will see. It's going to be an exciting matchup regardless. Southwestern's had good programs the past couple of years, and we'll see what happens with Greencastle and Southwestern next week. But at hand right now is the Indians of Waynesboro, and Greencastle up 21-0. They have to be thrilled by this lead.
So Logston goes up under center, I formation, and throw back to the fullback. Fullback going around the left side. That is going to be run right out of bounds, hardly any yardage at all.
Yeah, that was Spencer Long there, Greg. And I just thought since that play even started, I just felt like whenever Logston pitched the ball to Long, it wasn't going to work out. It just looked like it got slow to begin with. It was slow to begin the play, and that's just how it was for that play. And they get a loss of yards, or loss of 4 on that play from a handoff to Spencer Long. Sam Petriska coming in number 1 for Greencastle, the senior.
I'm not even sure that was the right play. It looked like a broken play.
It definitely
as you
did.
described it, like, all right, why do I have the ball?
Wait, what?
I'm not supposed to run.
Because he kind of stopped it, and he was thinking, wait, what?
Yeah, and then he just said, I'm just going to run out of bounds because this isn't going to work. Man in motion, gives it to the second man through. That is Long this time, up to the 30-yard line. He's corralled and brought down right away.
Yeah, immediately. Good stop by Waynesboro. And once again, he had a hole, but he wasn't able to get through. Good stop by Waynesboro.
2-yard pickup on the play, so now a 3rd and 12 facing the Blue Devils. By the way, nice crowd here tonight. More than a nice crowd. Great crowd here tonight. The fence is lined up all the way around, including on the Waynesboro side. Bleachers are full, including on the Waynesboro side as well. So it's just the crowd you would expect for Greencastle and Waynesboro. Did
Just
not
a trip
disappoint.
down 16 for the Waynesboro fans here.
Yep. Play action fake, back in the pocket, throwing, has a man
Good.
wide open, completes the pass to Long. Long at the 40, at the 30, still on his feet at the 20, breaks the tackle to the 10, and he is in for another touchdown.
Yes. Spencer Long gets the ball on a beautiful design play. Gavin Logston with his second touchdown pass of the game. Coach Jason Thurston has to be thrilled right now, Greg, with the way this is going. And, man, Spencer Long there, he beat the corner. And, man, we talked about it in the pregame. Coach Thurston talked about it, this track star speed he has. And, boy, oh, boy, watch out for him because he is dangerous when he is loose. 27-0 Greencastle.
I had to say I was impressed with the defense from Waynesboro. They sort of stayed with him for a little bit, but after they dove at his feet and he broke that tackle, there was no one around to get to him. Extra point is up and good again. 4 for 4 from the extra point category. 28-0 is our score. We're headed for a mercy rule here in Greencastle. 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Greencastle now 4 scores up, 28-0.
Yep. I want to go back to a little bit, Greg. Back in June, I had the opportunity to spend a week at a summer camp, at a Young Life summer camp of Gavin Logston, Wyatt Hall, and Zach Russell and Luke Hall. We all were in the same cabin together, and we were talking about this week 1 game, and I asked Gavin, I said, how much do you want to put up on Waynesboro? And he said, as much as humanly possible. We don't like them. I want to be going into halftime at least up by 30 or more, and right now, 28-0, they're pretty close to where they are. Gavin, he spoke it into existence. Great start by the Blue Devils here.
Long with 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. That one was just a 3-play drive that went 68 yards. It was a 78-yard touchdown pass. That can't be. I sort of did my math wrong, I think, somehow, but that's okay. It was a long drive and a long pass, 70-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff coming up for the Blue Devils. Squibb kick up and taken right at the 35-yard line and returned to the 42-yard line.
Right away, Greencastle gets the stop. Number 40, Ethan. Now, number 40, that is Jake Santos Rojas and Ivan Mason on the stop for Greencastle. And once again, they stop them quickly, and we'll see what Waynesboro can do here. I think they just want to try to get something going into halftime, down 28 points.
42-yard line is a spot inside Waynesboro territory. They move right to left here in quarter number 2. Their backs against the primary wall.
Yep.
And
I like that.
yeah. Yep. And see what they can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they will put. That's the whistle to play. Wideouts on both sides of the field, and a little H-back up behind the line, and he's going to be used for blocking. This is the quarterback keeper around the left side. Did a nice job of pulling the ball out of the belly of Osherman and making a 9-yard gain on the play.
9-yard gain, Ethan South got him. Everyone on Greencastle there was faked out, including Wyatt Hall, who on the last play whenever they did that was not faked out, but Ethan South gets stopped after a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, it wasn't as much as I thought, I guess, to the 48-yard line.
Second down and 2 with 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Greencastle leading 28-0.
4 scores for the Blue Devils. Here's the play to the other side, hit at the line of scrimmage, but then he able to break the tackle and get the first down.
Yeah, Eli Barrett had him dead
still
to rights.
going.
He's still going.
They still haven't stopped the play.
Osherman on the carry.
Yeah.
And Osherman just being a horse through there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty impressive run on his part. They'll get a first down.
I think it was number 74 for Greencastle, Loki Hoffman, who had him dead to rights in the backfield, but he kept going, broke the tackle, kept going, and a good run. You called him a horse there. That's exactly right. He just kept going and going, and he picks up a first down for Waynesboro into Greencastle territory. 46.
So 2 in the backfield now, which is unusual. They'll bring out the tight end and move one back. One receiver on both sides of the field, and they'll give it to Osherman again. Osherman up to the line of scrimmage and about a yard before the left side of the Greencastle defense makes the stop.
Left side has been great all night long. The whole line has been great for Greencastle all night long, and this is exactly what you want to see from this Greencastle defense in the early stages of this season in this Week 1 game.
Minute 6 to go in the quarter. 1 timeout left for the Indians. Blue Devils have all 3. They'll work out of that same formation. 1 man in the back. They'll move that other back up behind the line of scrimmage to the right side, and that's where they'll run the runner. No, they won't. They'll pull it out of his belly again, as that's become the Heinbach play is the option, and they get a few yards out of it.
They do, and that worked there. Heinbach kept it right up the middle, as you mentioned. Kept it. Good play. Greencastle gets the stop.
So the ball will be spotted at 39. 3rd down and a long 2, make it 3, and the clock at 30. They have 1 timeout left, but they're not in a hurry.
Nope.
Not in a hurry at all. Same formation. And into the Osherman belly. This time he doesn't pull it out, and he gets the first down. Now they're going to have to, I would think they call that
probably
timeout.
call a timeout. Yep, now they do now. They have 1 timeout remaining, and they will use that now. Scott McClure will use that timeout now for the Waynesboro Indians as they stop the clock with 16.5 seconds. Greencastle leads this one 28-0 as we are 16.5 seconds away from halftime. From Bernie's perspective, halftime coming up on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show with Bernie Santalonis' perspective of this first half. And well, so far, Bernie, the line has been moving great for Greencastle especially, and Greencastle's up 28-0.
Now, Bernie did say we wanted to watch the line and laundry, meaning the flags. I like that. That was good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties for the Blue Devils. Though the one was declined, I guess you take that away. So I'll take that away. So there's 5 penalties, which still puts you in double figures if you double that in the second half, and you don't want to be in double figures in penalties. But we'll see what they can do. That is one area they certainly can work on and get that little speech at halftime. So here they go. Waynesboro with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield, along with the quarterback from the gun. 2-step drop quickly, throwing the timing pattern to the right sideline, and completes the pass down at the 8-yard line, and he'll go out of bounds. That is going to be Dwayne Robinson, I believe.
Yeah, exactly 10 seconds on the clock. Good over-the-shoulder throw and catch. He had to adjust for that one. And I don't know if you saw that one there, Greg, but Iverson Stoner, the corner out there on the far side, guarding him. He kind of bit a little bit as he stopped. He got burned a little bit, and then he had to retreat a tad bit. He had to go back and try to get him, but he will get the completion as now Waynesboro sets up shop at the 9.
Well, they're at the 9 with 10 seconds left, no timeouts. And
maybe just a throw to the end zone or something. You got to be quick.
Yeah, you don't have time to run the ball. 2-step drop coming out of the middle. He has some running room, throws it, almost intercepted. looked like he shoveled it or had it knocked out from behind. I don't know what it was.
Regardless, it was given right to Greencastle, but it was not able to be maintained. And I wonder if they'll run just one more player with 5.3 seconds, and it looks like we'll see. Maybe they just want a touchdown. Maybe they're thinking Waynesboro, Scott McClure's thinking we're down 20-0. Might as well try for 6.
Yeah, I'd almost say, though, I would try to get 3 on the board.
Yeah.
I'd work my kicker in a little bit here, down 28-0, at least to get some points. But, again, if you want to get in the ball game, you got to score a touchdown.
Yep.
Here they go. Probably the last play of the first half. Quarterback Einbach has it. Throws to the end zone. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, incomplete. The receiver went to the ground, and the ball is incomplete. Halftime at Greencastle, Greg. Great first half by Greencastle.
And, that play was, the ball was low thrown to the ground, so I didn't know who came or who didn't come up with it. McClure's talking to the officials now, like, isn't there any more time left? But there isn't on the incomplete pass.
Oh, yeah, Greencastle's going back to the locker room. They said, yep, see you later.
It's halftime.
Yeah,
it's halftime,
we want to go
folks.
get some water.
Yep, it is halftime. Greencastle with an impressive first half here against the Waynesboro Indians at home at Kelly Field. They lead this one 28-0 with another half to go. We're going to take a break, come back with the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show, and we'll do so right after these messages. On the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Way easier than translating texts and all emojis. Smiley face, siren, apple? Mom is eating a spicy apple? What? F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our FlexLock line of credit lets you borrow from your home for big purchases. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Oh, why did I teach her to text?
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Choose UPMC for your orthopedic and sports medicine care. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/Central PA Ortho.
Hi, this is Greg Weaver from Antrim Honda. Our award-winning service department is open and ready to take care of your automotive needs. From a simple oil change to a complete transmission replacement, our qualified technicians are ready to provide exceptional service to you that you've come to expect from Antrim Honda. Be assured that our enhanced cleaning procedures guarantee a safe visit to our dealership. We also offer free pickup and delivery to your home or office if that helps make life easier. Of course, we still offer free loaner cars, so if your repair takes a little longer, you can stay on track with your busy day. Antrim Honda is proud to offer a complete detailing center to keep your car spick and span, as well as a collision center to handle any body repairs you may need. You have trusted us with your vehicle repairs for more than 65 years. We thank you for your confidence in us and promise to continue to give you the same quality service that you've come to expect from Antrim Way Honda. Book your appointment online at antrimhonda.com. Schedule an appointment today and see why Antrim Way Honda knows a better way.
Antrim Way Honda knows a better way. Antrim Way Honda knows a better way.
Discover member-focused banking at Patriot Federal Credit Union's new Greencastle branch. Build your savings and boost your financing with our exclusive branch specials. We're here Monday through Saturday to help you build a stronger financial future with local knowledge and personalized service. Come see us at 200 North Antrim Way in Greencastle or patriotfcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Phone 717-263-2624.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
And that's our cue. Back at Greencastle Antrim High School at the Cayley Field is our location. Waynesboro High School Indian Band on the field right now, as you hear in the background. And the people here at Greencastle celebrating a little bit too. They lead 28-0. Now, yes, there is another half to go. Waynesboro did threaten at the end of that quarter. We said coming in that we thought maybe, perhaps they should do something to make them feel good, and I think they did with that drive at the end of the quarter. Bernie's with us right now. Bernie Stanalonis, our camera person, and we always like to get his view of what's going on. We call this segment from Bernie's point of view, and you said to us, Bernie, I'm going to watch the linemen and I'm going to watch the flags. And what did you see?
Well, that is a big point of why Greencastle has the points on the board, because they are winning the battle up front. The linemen for Waynesboro, and they've got a very big nose tackle there, which he's handling himself up the middle there, and they're avoiding running through that A and B gap. But everything that has been run or generated outside the tackles or the pass protection has been pretty significant. That Greencastle is really doing a good job as far as their offense goes. Now, the linemen, as far as size goes, they match up pretty close, because I also look at size and I think, size means strength normally in this level of football here. They do match up pretty close, but as far as leading to offensive scores, Greencastle is definitely winning that game. So as far as the laundry goes, and you had mentioned, we have, I believe, 6 penalties.
Yeah.
And that's not so bad, actually. I thought there would be more. I thought we were going to be getting close to 10. I remember one game you and I had, I think we had close to 17 by the end of the game.
Yeah.
And it was just ridiculous. But there is some discipline. There are those first game mistakes that are being that are carrying out here, but really it hasn't been blatant. And I think that you can see a difference in the skill level of Greencastle. They are definitely much more skilled tonight than Waynesboro is, and that is what's lead to the lopside here as far as the score goes.
Bernie, I want to go back to the penalties. The penalties are, you don't like penalties, but they're maybe the offsides, the motion, not many of those, but they're not the big ones. They're not we're not holding, we're not late hitting, those types of things. So you can live with some of those. The roughing the kicker one was a minor one. I thought, it was a 5-yarder. The face mask was a 5-yarder, an incidental one. So they're not the ones we've seen in the past where they're the late hits or the unsportsmanlike conducts, which kill you when you do that. So far, though they do have a few flags, not so bad here.
Right, and I remember from last year, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, especially when you're talking about crosstown rivals, those can add up because people are losing their cool. That's one of the things I'm hoping doesn't happen in the second half, too, is that all of a sudden possibly we start seeing tempers flare because people think, oh, what the heck, I might as well hit him out of bounds, or I might as well take a cheap shot at the quarterback. I hope we don't see that, but it can be high school, tempers and high school mindsets here that can kind of get lost here. Last year we dealt with a lot of unsportsmanlike penalties all through the season, but I hope, like you said, they can just be small penalties that are just quick lapses.
It's just part of the game that occurs. And I tell you what, I would think somewhat to 28-0 will take a little bit of the sting out of the, take some of the temperament off because right now Waynesboro doesn't have much. Seriously, right? They don't have much to brag about when they come back out. If Greencastle can keep quiet and just playing football, I think they're going to be okay.
And I think if I was the coach of Waynesboro right now, I would say, let's take each set of downs like a new set of downs. Let's not worry about the score so much because they've also got to see, do they have, because I haven't seen much of a passing game other than a couple passes there at the very end, which whenever the quarterback threw that pass, I mean, I'm watching through the camera. He just basically sent it skyward, and the Waynesboro receiver come down with a real nice catch. But this is the time for coaches to figure out also what do we have to work on now to get better. They've had their summer camps. They've had their pre-conditioning camps. This is the time right now. It's game time. So let's see what Waynesboro can do in this second half. I hope they can just stay in it and play good, disciplined, fundamental football and do the best they can. Landon had mentioned about how they're young, and we all know because we've had young Greencastle teams here that can be a cycle. That 1 year that there's a lot of youth on there, it stinks,
right?
And the scores stink. But as those guys become juniors and seniors, then look out because then they become the big dogs, and then they are trouncing on everyone. So
very good. That's from Bernie's point of view, high atop the press box here at Greencastle. We're going to take a break and pay some bills here, and we'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Premier HVAC is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Rely on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs with same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
TrimTech Plumbing has expert plumbers you can trust. Full-service plumbing and drain cleaning and carpentry services. Quality work, installs and repairs. Reliable and dependable. TrimTech Plumbing has 24-hour emergency services. Whether it's commercial or residential plumbing, water heaters, toilet repair, or a clogged drain, TrimTech has you covered. We are fully licensed and insured plumbers serving South Central Pennsylvania and Northern Maryland. Call 717-377-9056 or visit www.trimtechplumbing.com.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Choose UPMC for your orthopedic and sports medicine care. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/Central PA Ortho.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Welcome back to Greencastle, Antrim, Cayley Field. It's halftime here on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania area and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. I'm Greg Hoover, Landon Gore with me, along with Bernie Stanalonis, and it is halftime. The Blue Devils impressive in half number one of the opening season, 28-0. Last year, they led the ball club from Waynesboro until the end, and Waynesboro came back with a big win, one of two wins for Waynesboro that year. It made a big difference for Greencastle as well. They're, with their record of being 4-6, they could have been 5-5. And with that, maybe a playoff berth. They were close anyway. Yep. So tonight they got to finish the deal. 28-0 is a pretty good first half, but you got to come out and finish it. Landon, your thoughts on half number one?
Yeah, I just thought Greencastle was fundamentally sound. All three facets of the game: offense, defense, special teams. I think head coach Jason Thurston had them in a great spot to go out into a 28-0 lead. I mean, we saw the first drive of the season. It started out well, running up the middle, and then they fumble the snap, and then everyone's kind of thinking, oh boy, is this team not changing anything? But then they score 4 times. Wyatt Hall has a big touchdown. Spencer Long has 2 huge touchdowns, one on the ground, one receiving. And it's all around great quarterback play so far by Gavin Logson, and I like how they keep going back to the plays that work. In the words of my grandfather, Bob Johnston, you keep running the play until it does not work again. You just keep running it and running it and running it until the defense finds a way to stop it. And those are some of the best words any football fan has ever told me, because it is so true, and that is exactly what head coach Jason Thurston is doing right now in this staff with this team, and just overall just great performance for Greencastle. And then for Waynesboro, I just want to see them, like Bernie said, just stay in the game. Just keep playing. Keep your heads in the game. Don't get upset. Don't let your emotions flare because you're down 28-0. Stranger things have happened. You never know what can happen. 24 minutes of game time is a very long time. You never know. A turnover could spark something, momentum. But I just want to see both teams have a good second half and close out this game, and I want to see if Greencastle can maintain this 28-0 lead and see if they can improve to 1-0 and beat Waynesboro for the first time in 2 seasons.
So the Blue Devils will actually kick off as Waynesboro deferred here in the second half. We do have one score to report. Gary Klein reports that Manheim Township is leading Chambersburg 18-13 with 1 minute left in the half, so that game's wide open for anybody up there in Chambersburg, and that's a great game going on right now.
Yeah, that's one of the top games I had week 1 as well for this week 1 slate. That one looks like it ended up in a really good finish, as that's a close one in the second quarter.
Blue Devils will be on the road, at home next week against Southwestern, against the Mustangs, out of the Central Pennsylvania Athletic Conference, formerly the York-Adams County League. They play up in the big division of that one, so this should be an interesting ball game. And then the first road game off to James Buchanan for the first time in 10 years. Hard to believe we haven't played them in 10 years, but I can't tell you last time we played them, so I know it had to be a ways ago. Last year, by the way, we did say that Waynesboro won that game 27-21. Greencastle leads the series coming into this game 12-10 over Waynesboro. Can you go turn that light up?
I'll get it.
And they can turn off their light bulb if they want to do that. So up there. Yeah. And it's a little dark for me reading the scorecard. And the eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be.
Let there be light. Yep.
Yes. 67% humidity, 74 degrees. We started at 77, so not a big drop as the sun goes down behind the mountains into the west, and we are ready for second half action here. It is, once again, the halftime show Brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania, Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Well, the Greencastle student section, a whiteout today. They're trying to do what Penn State's going to do in their first one there. Maybe not as many people.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That one, but
not 108,000.
Bernie will get you a shot of the crowd here as they line the fence after the play here in the kickoff. It dribbles down to the 25-yard line. Taken there and a little break in the room and a nice run up to the 43-yard line as everybody converged, and that allowed
Makai Castillo.
Makai Castillo.
Yeah, Castillo.
Yes.
Yeah, nice return there for Waynesboro, and they get some good field position to begin the second half. And let's see if the Indians of Waynesboro can get back in this game and get some momentum going.
Well, they get first crack at it offensively. 11:51 up on the board, 28-0 score, Greencastle. And the start will be at the 42-yard line. By the way, in that first half, 2 penalties for Waynesboro for 5 yards. One was on the kickoff, moved it up to the 35 to start the game. Greencastle 5, one was declined, 25 yards only. Passing Waynesboro 5 for 7, Greencastle 3 for 7, but 2 were for touchdowns, and 2 were for long touchdowns. One was a 66-yarder, and one was a 70-yarder. So a little problem, delay of game already for Waynesboro. They did not have 11 on the field.
No, they
did
not. And you could just tell Heimbach, the starting quarterback, was looking at the sideline thinking, where's the other guy? Where are they? And so now he will get the 5-yard penalty. It is now first down and 15.
Not the way you want to come out and start the second half. So let's see. They do put, I'm going to say a wing back in, and it is the option play, but this time they stayed home. Quarterback goes down in a hurry.
Yeah, Greencastle read it like a book again, and that's what they've been doing so well all game long, is stopping that run game, because that's what Waynesboro has mostly done. They just haven't been able to get it going, and so Greencastle is stopping it very, very well, especially from that interior.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. And it started. That's a loss of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that was after the penalty. That's where it was, the 36. No gain on the play. Second down, handoff to Osherman. Up the middle, nowhere. Blue Devil defense, outstanding.
Yeah, this is just outstanding by Greencastle. Greg, you said it completely right. Jason Thurston has to be thrilled with what he's seen, especially from this line. And another Greencastle player's helmet has come off the field. I don't know who that is. We'll have to wait and see if he turns around. Let's see. I believe that's number 26 for Greencastle, and that is Damian John, sophomore.
It's about the fourth helmet that's come off. I do know they have straps to put them on with.
Yeah. Clearly they're not using them tonight, but third down and 14 for Waynesboro.
Ball will be spotted at the 38. Straight back in the pocket, looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, he's going to have to run. He gets by one defender, 2 defenders, and then brought down at around the 45-yard line. From the line of scrimmage, it was a 6-yard line, a 6-yard gain. Nice little run, but it's not going to be enough to get them in a first down looking position.
It won't be enough, but a good effort, though, by Hembach to get out of that collapsing pocket, because Wyatt Hall came from the right side in a flash. And so he was able to get out of that very quickly. And so not going to get a first down, but still positive yards. And that's what Waynesboro wants to see as they're losing this game by 4 scores. I think Waynesboro just wants to see some positive plays to maybe just move on from. But that's what they saw there, and that was a good move by the quarterback.
They were down a guy there, too. They finally got in. They get the nice punt this time.
Beautiful punt.
Oh, yeah, it's going to chase them back, and they're going to let it take a Waynesboro roll inside the 10, back to about the 8-yard line. So a great punt as it comes from the 45, I think it was the line of scrimmage. So that will be credited with 45, 48-yard punt.
Had a great air time as well. It hung for a while, and then just fell. They got a Waynesboro bounce as well. That was all-around just great punt. It wasn't a huge bounce, but it was wasn't a huge bounce, but it was just a great all-around punt. Good job by Waynesboro.
So Greencastle will get their worst starting assignment of the ball game as they'll take off from the 8-yard line deep in their own territory. So we'll see what they can do with this. They'll bring in motion the wing from the outside, but they're going to run it up the middle, and that is stopped right away. Forward motion way up there at about the 10-yard line. They'll give them credit for 2.
Yeah, they wanted to give it to Kegerice again, Landon Kegerice on the carry, the senior, but he couldn't go anywhere as he was met by a wall of Waynesboro defenders. Brings up 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3, ball at the 10.
So the ball was at the 7.
2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
For the Blue Devils. 2nd and 7 now. One man in the backfield. Back in the pocket, the pass, quick out pass, and a nice catch. That was Samuel Petruska, and the reason I said that was he was leaning the other way. He had to come back. Yeah,
it wasn't a great throw by Gavin Logston, but there's an injured Indian on the ground. It looks like that is big. That looks like that is William Quinteros, the big nose tackle, 6'5", 415 pounds, and it looks like he's down on the turf. Let's hope that he's all right.
Yes. They'll go out to 10 to him right now. Could be a cramp.
Yeah. Get the cramps out of the way, folks. It's most likely this will be the warmest night of the season. This is the first game of the season in late August, usually the warmest game of the high school football season. But hopefully just get all the cramps out right now, because that's not something you want to see down the road weeks 5 and 6 whenever we get to cooler weather. You want to get those cramps out of the way early.
Well, I tell you, last year, because they started a week before, this would have been the second game last year, the way everything poked out here, because August had 5 Fridays, as strange as that may be. Not strange that it had 5 Fridays, but they started a week earlier. It stayed warm until like October, and so we normally think, it's going to be some cold nights. We're still wearing shorts in the middle of November last year. The season was over, so we'll see what takes place here. As we mentioned, Greencastle on the road. Waynesboro, tough game next week. They got Gettysburg on the schedule. That doesn't get any easier. Was talking with John Freeman last night on Chalk Talk on 93.7 WRGG, and they talked about he talked about seeing Gettysburg, Chambersburg, and someone else in a scrimmage, that Gettysburg looks solid. They look really, really good. So that's going to be a tough ball game. It is a tough league for Waynesboro as well. Actually, all the Mid-Penn Conference teams, it's just a tough league. It's a great football league.
It is. And it's just competition every week, and you get good football games every week out of this conference in the Mid-Penn. Just a lot of good competition.
Greencastle breaks huddle, comes up to the 15-yard line, working out of the left hash mark. They're going to bring everybody in tight. The double tight end set and a wing to the right and one back in the backfield. Long snap count, hoping to draw him off, but he doesn't work. Now they're going to switch the plays. 3rd and 2. Give it to the up back, the only back, and he gets smothered right away for probably a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, Landon Kegerice on the attack on the run there, on the handoff, and he just got met right away. Another good stop by Waynesboro, and it looks like Greencastle will punt deep in their own possession. It is now 4th and 3, so they did lose a yard there with 8:17 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, just not a good series for Greencastle, not the way you wanted to start the second quarter. And so punting team will come on for Greencastle. There's another good punt. Going to be fielded inside Greencastle territory at the 48-yard line. First hit misses, second hit doesn't. Down at the 33 goes the ball carrier.
Another good job by the hand team of Greencastle, by the defense, getting a stop on that punt. They've been doing that so well. He gets out of a tackle, they stop him right after that broken tackle. But now Waynesboro has the ball in their best field position here of this ball game so far. And you'd imagine they want to get 7 on the board here. And I think at this point, Greg, in the game, I think every drive is 4th down territory at any moment.
Yes.
You're down 28-0 halfway through the third almost. I think it's all not halfway through the third, but close to it. But
7:55 to be exact. 28-0 Greencastle lead. Osherman, no, it'll be in the option around the left side. Goes to quarterback Heinbach. Run down from behind, but not before he gets the first down, plus additional yardage inside the 20 to the 18.
Another fake out, and Dominic Angelini read it well, and it looks like there's an injured Blue Devil. It looks like a cramp on the far side. I can't tell who that is specifically, but it looks like that is a cramp. Whenever they have that leg up, that's always a cramp.
Sign,
and so, usually a sign of a cramp. And so the trainers will tend to whoever that is on the far side.
Now, I saw the referee make a signal. Was there a penalty? I did not see a flag.
I did not see any flags, but it's tough whenever the Waynesboro players have, orange towels and yellow helmets too, and yellow towels. It's tough sometimes if you see some of them. With all those yellow helmets going around, you think, oh, is that a flag? But no.
Second consecutive play that a player has been down, but he's up and running back over, so he's in good shape.
Yeah, Iverson Stoner.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out for a play after the trainers are called out. Anytime that happens, like losing the helmet, you got to come out for one play. Greencastle with the ball, Waynesboro with the ball in excellent field position as they start off from the 20 or 18-yard line after starting off from the 30-plus. They'll work out of the no, they won't. It's the same formation, and Osherman gets the call. Left side, cuts back in, 6-7-yard pickup on the play as he crosses over the 15. And down to probably, we'll have to wait for the spot.
Number 26, Damian Johns on the stop.
4-yard pickup.
Yeah, 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 for Waynesboro. Ball at the 14. That was Damian Johns on the stop for Greencastle. Not sure who had that for Waynesboro there, but now it's 2nd down and 6.
That H-back on the right never runs the ball. They always give it. Good option play again. And I tell you what, they've gotten better with that, at least in my eye, of Heinbach putting the ball into the belly of Osherman and pulling it back out. He gets close to the first down. Actually going to be about 2 yards short.
Yeah, you heard that pop. You heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it, but he faked the handoff, and it was a good fake, and they get a couple yards now to make it even more manageable. 3rd down and 3 for Waynesboro with 6:43 to go in the third quarter.
This time Heinbach to the left side on the keeper, and he's going to be in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yep, Waynesboro got the good field position. They get it back, and they score their first score of the season. And it's the young Heinbach quarterback keeper that will get them the first touchdown of the season, and maybe this will bring some momentum in this game for Waynesboro, as the score is now 28-6. Greencastle, as the extra point is pending for Waynesboro.
Nick Carball will do the chores. Nice drive for Waynesboro. They got a short field out of it because they were able to pin Greencastle deep. Greencastle punted. Punt was received at the 50, run back to about the 33. A couple plays later, there they are. Well, they went into some crazy formation. Now they come back to the normal formation. Greencastle didn't move one bit. There's the snap. Is down. It's a line drive kick. It's good.
It's good. I thought he missed it at first, but that is good. The refs saying good.
They're there.
Came out very awkwardly, but it is good. 28-7 Greencastle. Antrim leads with 6:32 to go in the third quarter.
Well, here's the deal. It took about 5.5 minutes to get to that touchdown, and that's okay if you're Waynesboro. You have scored. Now, Greencastle has to come back and play.
Yep.
It's okay. Do not rest on that 28-0 lead. You cannot do that. And now it's 28-7. So we'll get to see how Greencastle reacts to it.
And after that, Greg, if I am Greencastle, I want to see, if I'm Coach Thurston, I want to see a long drive, and I want it to end in 7 to really make sure you put this game on ice, because you never know. With a whole quarter and a half up to play, you never know what could happen.
Well, you said earlier in the ball game, a fumble here, an interception here, misplay here, and
they're right back in it.
Suddenly in it. One more score. I mean, they would be.
Yeah.
They will kick off. Greencastle defending the east goal, and Waynesboro kicking off from the high school side, moving left to right. Blue Devils too deep. They are expecting a short kick, but it isn't. They're going to pop it in the back and taken at the 10-yard line to the 20-yard line, and this looks like it is Murray. But he's not going to go anywhere. 20-yard line. He ran up and down for a little bit.
And Greencastle will enter onto the field once again for the first time in the second half. And let's see if they can get a scoring drive here. And I want to see them go down and take some time off the clock, go down and get at least a field goal or a touchdown to take the lead to even further. But we'll see what happens. Let's see if Waynesboro can get a stop here and get the ball and maybe make it interesting. We'll see.
Greencastle's last possession ended up in a punt. And let's see what they can do here on possession number 2 of the half. 2 receivers to the right side, and they're going to do likewise to the near side as they work from the left hash. Wide side of the field is the right side. All by himself in the backfield is the quarterback, and he'll keep it. Langston comes up over the 20 to the 24-yard line.
No, that was Robert Sanders, number 9, the quarterback keeper. Yeah, the junior
Okay.
quarterback. He was on there in the backfield. He quarterback keeper up the middle, gets about a gain of
3 yards.
Yeah, about 3 yards there. 2nd and 7 for Greencastle.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line after being taken at the 21. Greencastle will send Petruska out to the far side all by himself. Everybody else is in tight, and they're going to run Long, who could not get outside, and he gets nowhere.
Yeah, Long there. Waynesboro knows exactly what will happen if Long gets free. They did not let that happen as he gets no gain on the play. And, well, Greg, exactly this. Waynesboro is one stop away from getting the ball back on a 3-and-out. We'll see what happens, and that's exactly what they want. They get the ball back in good position.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Big play coming up for the Blue Devils. 3rd down. This is not 4-down territory by any stretch of the imagination. They will put Langston up under center. He'll pitch back now to number 7.
Landon Kegerice.
Yeah, Kegerice, and he gets chopped in right at the 20-yard line.
Jordan Gaseman, the sophomore for Waynesboro on the stop there, number 24. Great stop by Waynesboro as they force a 3-and-out, and, well, they will get the ball back depending on what happens here on the punt. But like I just mentioned, before the drive started, Waynesboro needed to get the ball back, and let's see if they can build some momentum.
2 3-and-outs for the Greencastle offense. Punt goes now to the 48-yard line inside Greencastle's territory. Going to the left side, picking up some speed down through the middle, and finally brought down at the 20-yard line is Dwayne Robinson. Nice return back, and boy, has the momentum shifted in a big way.
Yep, Waynesboro now has some momentum going. If they can score here, they get all of the momentum back. And since that stop, and then Dwayne Robinson's good return, Waynesboro has some momentum. Let's see if they can build off of that. Greencastle's defense has got to be stout here, and they have to get a stop.
They certainly do. From the 21-yard line, once again, that's where Waynesboro will take over. Inside Greencastle territory, 4:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-7 is our score, 28-7. And quarterback having a little trouble finding some running room, but then he does and pops up the middle for about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, so from what looked like it was going to be nothing, he gets 4-yard gain, and it works there. So 2nd down and 6 coming up for Waynesboro.
That ball will be spotted at the 17. The 2nd and 6 is the call from Kevin Carley, the PA announcer here at Cayley Field. And Greencastle now defensively, they got to step up.
They got to get a stop, yep.
They forced 2 fumbles in the first half. Straight out of the pocket, looking to throw, has some traffic behind him, does throw, and completes the pass at the 22, but he is hit right away and brought down at the 22-yard line. So no gain on the pass play.
Yeah, read really well by Greencastle defensively. That was Dominic Angelini for Greencastle who got the stop, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6 for Waynesboro. I like the decision, though. Get the click out route, get the passing, but it just didn't work for Scott McClure in Waynesboro.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Right hash is where they will work from, moving from the right to the middle. In the backfield and brought down. Double hit.
Yep.
Quarterback Zach.
Loki
Huffman with the first call.
Ethan South and Loki Hoffman. It looks like Ethan South got the first pressure, and then Loki Hoffman went in there and got the sack for a big sack as it brings it back to 4th down and 10.
Yeah, whole way back to the 22.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to go for the field goal here.
Field goal attempt is out.
Yep, they're going to try to get some points on the board as they bring in Nick Carball. Last time the extra point did not look good.
No.
But we'll see what he can do here. Yeah. Spot is at the 28, so it makes it a 38-yard field goal. And it's blocked. It is blocked. Greencastle picks it up onto the block, and that is Ethan South to the right side. He's over the 50, he's to the 30, and one man to beat, and he gets a great block, and he will return that block punt for a Greencastle touchdown.
And that brings all of the momentum that Waynesboro had right back to Greencastle. It is blocked. Great penetration to get that block. The Greencastle sideline is celebrating. The fans here at Cayley Field are celebrating as well. And while Greencastle gets the score back, and while all of the momentum that went from Waynesboro shifts right back to Greencastle, and Greencastle snatches it right back from Waynesboro as it now makes the score 34-7 on a beautiful play, beautiful return by Ethan South. What Greencastle and Jason Thurston, just what they ordered.
I don't know who got the block, and it looked like it might have been more than one coming in there. They just purely, yes, Waynesboro. Wow, that did hurt. That hurt big time, but a big play. I have not seen a blocked field goal attempt return for a touchdown. I don't know in my watching all these high school games.
It's been a while if you have probably. Yep, 35-7.
Extra point is up and good. 35-7 our score now. Greencastle, just as you said, just turn the momentum around with that one. And timeout. The official out there, but they did have a player down. He's up and back at it. So Greencastle with 2:17 left here in the third quarter. Finally, well, it actually didn't get their offense going. They got the defense going.
They got the defense going, and that's just what Greencastle wanted to do after the field goal they gave up to begin the second half, and then they get the touchdown right back as they make the score. Does it go back up by 4 scores once again, 35-7. And Greg, the mercy rule is 35 points, correct?
Right.
You have to, okay.
Yeah, you have to be leading by 35 points. UPMC offers comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine care for patients of all ages with conditions ranging from sprains and fractures to neck and back disorders and everything in between. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/central PA Ortho. Kicking off, Greencastle will bring in Blake Whitmer. Whitmer will kick from the center of the 40-yard line. Puts a line drive down, takes a bounce, and up at the 21 it is taken. This time it is taken by Anthony Martinez, and he is brought down after crossing the 30-yard line at about the 32-yard line.
Antonio Martinez on the return, and good stop once again by Greencastle on the special teams. They've been playing great special teams. And first of all, can I just also mention too, Blake Whitmer's extra points have been so pure today. The soccer player Blake Whitmer, he has had so many great extra point attempts. They've just been perfect all night. And special teams, offense, defense has just been great all around for this Greencastle squad.
Excellent point. I was going to say we had talked about how good the offense looked in the first half, how good the defense had played, but the special teams have played well as well. Same formation, option play, and the quarterback, Heinbach, will keep it. And this one goes to the 34-yard line.
Stop made on the play by Sam Petriska, number 1. And I think, Greg, Waynesboro keeps running this play. They're giving a lot of tape for Gettysburg to watch for next week on this quarterback keeper. Gettysburg's going to know exactly what to look out for.
Well, I know they're working some things out. New coach, new team, but it's the only option. They have the option play, but there's only one person back there to take the ball, and that is Osherman. He runs hard. Pass play, complete. Up in the air, he breaks the tackle still on his feet, breaks loose and goes to the 50-yard line and finally brought down after going over the 45-yard line.
Number 5, Dwayne Robinson.
That's going to be Dwayne Robinson. We've heard that name before tonight.
He's a good player. I think he has a very, very bright future football career ahead of him from the plays I've seen tonight. I think he really good football player. His speed, he's able to move well. He's only a sophomore as well. So a young Waynesboro team. And there's been some plays here. I think Hambach's had some nice passes. I think he's had some nice plays. He scored their only touchdown. And Dwayne Robinson as well.
Well, he is 7 for 9 on the game. The fullback Oshman breaks the tackle and goes about 2 yards. They're going to spot that at the 44-yard line.
Number 60.
Big Spring 35, Shippensburg 14 in the third quarter. That's another shocker, another upset coming. Chambersburg still down 18-13. There are 9 minutes left in the third quarter. I thought Shippensburg would come back, but we did say Big Spring had a pretty good team. Osherman straight up the middle. And nothing fancy about that. They get it to the 40-yard line.
Once again, with the clock ticking down, 33 seconds to go in the third quarter, Greencastle gets a nice stop. And thank you to Gary Klein for getting us the scores from around the areas of some of the games. As he mentioned, as Greg mentioned, Big Spring leads Shippensburg 35-14, and Manheim Central leads Chambersburg 18-13, and that game is going on. Both of those games going on right now.
Looking to take the Little Brown Jug home for the second year in a row are the Big Spring Bulldogs. Snap it to the quarterback, throws it way down, field, wide open, but he couldn't hold on to it. In and out of his hands as he dove forward for the ball. It would have been a great catch.
Would have been.
And it would have been, might have been a touchdown, though he was diving when he went in for it. Asher Hand, the freshman, one of the few freshmen on this team. Hand comes in, 5'10", 170 pounds. He's also a backup quarterback. Say who that was, or 18?
That was 18 to drop the pass.
Yes,
that was Mason Nickel.
Nickel,
6'2", 185 pounds. Yeah, just couldn't hold on to it. Wide open, but just couldn't hold on to it. 2 seconds exactly here in the third quarter.
Going to pass again. Swings it out here and completes it again, this time to Brentley Phoebus. And
yeah, Luke Hall on the stop there.
Yes.
Right at the line to gain.
Did they get it?
Hall. I don't know. It doesn't look like they gave it to him, but we will see.
Well, the spot does.
Yeah.
The spot is at the 35.
Yep, they got it. Yep, first down. They just signaled it, and that is the end of the third quarter here from Greencastle as the Blue Devils lead the Indians 35-7. We'll take a break, and when we come back, the fourth quarter of this Week 1 matchup. We'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Premier HVAC is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Rely on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs with same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques.
Back at Greencastle, fourth quarter has started. 15 seconds off the clock on that one, and Waynesboro runs one up the middle and takes it down to the 31-yard line, where it will be second down and 8 for the Indians. On the move again, switching sides of the field. Their backs against their Waynesboro wall. Handoff goes to the, I don't know, it's gang tackle by the Blue Devils.
Yeah. Once again, I don't even see who it was.
Yeah.
Once again, another stop by Greencastle. That's something we've been saying all night. This defense has been playing lights out just all around the line. The secondary, the linebackers all around have been doing a great job.
So with 11 minutes to go in the ball game, a 35-7 score, Waynesboro is down inside Greencastle territory at the 30-yard line, facing a 3rd and 7 situation.
Yeah, they are. We'll see if Waynesboro can get into the end zone another time on this one. They were close last time, but then they blocked field goal, and then that just shifted all the momentum they had back.
Looking to pass, throws it out, completes the pass near the first down marker. Good stop, though.
Yeah, great stop.
Yeah, after the catch was made.
I'm not sure if he has the first down. We'll see what the ref says. Waynesboro says he did get it, but we'll see.
That's going to be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't
talk
think,
it over.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see too many measurements anymore.
Yeah, not really anymore.
So they're still waiting to see.
Looks like it'll be 4th and 1.
Fourth and 1.
Short. Wow. Very, very short 4th down for Waynesboro.
Well, Greencastle will pack the middle up. I would expect Osherman or would be Braden Heinbach with the keeper on this one. They've run that one about 50 times already.
Yeah.
Now let's see. The Osherman right to the left side. Now they're going to pass. Throw it down the middle, wide open, and complete, and a touchdown for the Indians.
Wow, good play, good execution by Waynesboro. Another good strike by Hambach. And it looks like there's an Indian or I think that's
a Blue Devil.
Yeah, that's a Blue Devil down in the end zone.
Couldn't tell who made the catch.
That was number 5, Dwayne Robinson, actually, the sophomore. So another good play by Robinson. We've called his name a lot as Waynesboro cuts the lead from 35 to 13. And the injured Blue Devil is getting attended, or the trainers are coming onto the field. We can't tell really who that is.
So a 40-yard pass play, was that right? No, it couldn't have been a 40-yard, 30-yard pass play. 30-yard pass play it was from the 30. And another touchdown. So in the second half, after going 5 for 7 in the first half, 6-13, 1, 2, 3, 4 of 5. 9 of 12 so far on the night, and one's a touchdown. Now they're coming out. They'll spread 2 to the left, a bunch 4 to the right, and then just have 2 linemen and a holder and a kicker, and then another guy just running around. I'm not sure what he's doing. Last time they just squeezed it all together. Now Greencastle can play them, or they can just let it go as it is and go for the block.
That's Dominic Angelini, number 2, walking off for Greencastle. I remember last year, Greg, number 2 was Nola Shiflett, and I was so used to saying his name so many times, and I almost said Nola Shiflett there, but I thought, oh, wait, he's gone. He's graduated. And so that is Dominic Angelini wearing his number 2 as he's walking off the field on his own power, which is good to see.
Well, this would be a going for 2 formation, but they do have the kicker in there if they decide not to. Looks like they're going to go for it.
They will.
So let's see. Wide receivers everywhere, and they overthrew the pass, but he was pretty well covered out there as well. It was in that bunch formation to the right side where they had 3 people and the 4th one about 2 steps back.
Yep.
It would have worked.
And the little spin from the fake out by the back in the backfield right beside the quarterback there, but didn't work. The score will remain 35-13 to Greencastle, but Waynesboro gets 2 touchdowns. Dwayne Robinson looks nice. Hambach's got 2 touchdowns as well. This is something to build off if you're Scott McClure in his first career game as Waynesboro's head coach.
You know, we said as the second quarter wound down, because there wasn't much positive coming out of the offense for Waynesboro. It was like, can they get something going to be positive? And that they have done so with it. Fortunately, Greencastle has relied on some big plays, two big pass plays, a big run, and a block punt that was returned for 70-some yards. So those things help out.
Yeah.
85 yards on that one, I think what we gave them. Here we go, kickoff. They're going to kick it down. Nice kickoff down to the 5-yard line. That is where it's taken, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, and up to the 38-yard line. Nice return by, was that?
Dane Medina.
Yep.
Yeah, Dane Medina, 24, the sophomore. Good return. Gets Greencastle nice field position to begin this drive, looking to add on to their 23-point lead as they lead 35-13 to 10-23 in the fourth quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line. Blue Devils will have it. 10:23 remaining in the game for the Greencastle Waynesboro, and it is a 35-13 score. Now, you feel like you're in control of this one, but I still think I would just
try to get one more at least.
And also do a little timeout. Fumble. Waynesboro may have that, as it never came into the hands on the tossback, and they do have the football.
Waynesboro does, and Greg, if we go back all the way to the blocked field goal that Greencastle had, they returned for a touchdown. If it was not for that, Waynesboro would be getting the ball back, only down by 2, but because of that, they stretched the lead to 3. But even if Waynesboro can strike here, still 10 minutes. It's not over completely yet, but we'll see what happens, and who knows, maybe we can get a comeback by Waynesboro. Maybe they can make it look interesting within at least the last 8 minutes of this game, but I'm sure Greencastle's not happy with that at all.
I think they've already made it interesting, to be honest with you. Osherman up the middle for a 5-yard pickup. Greencastle just, as good as they looked at times they haven't looked that good at times.
Yeah, there have definitely been some sloppy moments, but there have also been some great moments as well. First game of the season, but I like the encouraging parts of the good moments that we have seen from this Greencastle team. I mean, Waynesboro in the second half has had some good moments as well. Heimbach has thrown the ball better in the second half. He has 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, one through the air.
He'll work out of that same formation, this time into the belly of Osherman, who gets stopped right away at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
They're still bringing him down. And he's tough to bring down, but they made a stop, and the forward motion will give it no gain on the play, a third down situation.
Big Loki Hoffman on the stop. No room to go. That was a great stop by Greencastle to look to try to get off the field here.
Yeah, they need a third and out, 3 and out. They haven't had one for a while. I don't know if you're Waynesboro being at the 35. Let's see what this play is before we make a prediction. Right back, looking to pass, comes out of the pocket and throws it downfield. Incomplete, overthrown. Had it on the run. He was under heavy pressure again, and only the second incomplete pass of the half, only the 4th incomplete pass of the game for the sophomore, Braden Heimbach.
I do not hate the play, though. I like the decision to go out for it, and it's still a 4th and manageable. 4th and 6 is still pretty manageable for Waynesboro. Not exactly the shortest you want, but 4th and 6 is definitely doable. But we'll see if they can convert it here.
Well, I would believe it's more of a passing situation than a run situation, and they have been more successful in passing than they have in running. Straight back in the pocket, looking to throw, comes downfield, and overthrows Taylor again. He had Taylor by 3 steps. Had him by 3 steps, just couldn't get him to complete it. Now Taylor goes down.
And now it looks like Taylor goes down,
and Greencastle
players are helping him. Yeah,
they're tending to him, trying to get the cramp away. So that was a 4th down situation. They do turn it over on downs. Blue Devils get it back. 35-yard line is the location for Greencastle here. Last time they touched the ball, they fumbled the second one of the ball game. You know, it's you're going to say 2 fumbles.
Yeah,
not too bad. You don't want to have any fumbles, but 2
They've
fumbles.
Been ugly fumbles, though. Something you don't want. Something that you can definitely fix later on throughout the season, but definitely something you don't want to have.
Turnovers are evened out at 2 apiece on that one. After the Greencastle second fumble, they're still tending to Taylor down in the. And now he's back up and running off pretty good by himself. So the Blue Devils now go to work. Just under 9 minutes here in the 4th quarter. 35-13 is the score. Greencastle on top. Opened up a 28-0 lead, and then saw Waynesboro come back to score twice here in the second half. So technically, if you're Waynesboro, right now you're saying, hey, we're leading 13-7 in half number 2, and that's probably what Scott McClure said to him. Let's go win the second half and nothing else. So here we go. See what the Blue Devils can do. They will bring Stoner to the near side of the field, and a wing to the left in motion. He comes. He'll get the ball, and he'll cut upfield. This is going to be Hall. Hall around the side. Nice run out of bounds at the 49 inside Waynesboro territory.
Great run by Luke Hall. Gets help from his teammates on the sideline, and then he is down on the sideline right now with his helmet off and everything. He looks like he's in some pain, and he's on the sideline. But Luke Hall, after a good run goes down, he looks like he's in some pain. Number 10 for Greencastle, and he's on the sideline getting attended to, and it looks like he's in some pain.
They have gotten some great contributions today from a lot of different people, and Nick Hall has been one of them. So Greencastle now inside Waynesboro territory at the 49, clock at 8:50 here remaining. Game clock down to 5 seconds. There's the snap, there's the handoff to the wingback who goes up to the 45, and now forward motion is going to be stopped at the 45. We'll wait to see who gets off. The Powell there.
Yeah, that was Spencer Long on the
I thought it was Long, but it wasn't really sure. So it was Long who takes it to the 45, pick up a 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yep, Luke Hall gets up on the sideline as well. Looked like he was in some trouble, but he will be able to stand up on his own power, so that is good. Ryan Shake in the game for Greencastle, coming in at wide receiver.
He'll bring the play in. He'll break huddle.
Ryan Shake, our far side.
Yes. Everybody else in tight. Wing to the left, or a slot to the left on the wide side of the field. They're going to give it to number 6. 6 to the left side. Nice running room. 1st down. He keeps on going. That's Jeremiah Amstutz.
6, Jeremiah Amstutz.
And
on the carry.
Amstutz goes down inside the 35. First, we've seen him run the ball tonight.
Yeah,
and what a great run.
It works out.
Yeah.
Greencastle doing it like they did in the first half, running it well, and that is what they are doing. He gets the first carry, the second carry of that drive, first carry of the ball game, and he gets a first down, and it works.
Yeah, down to the 33-yard line he goes. So Greencastle, I think we're going to see, and I could be wrong, but a little bit of run to take some time off the clock and take the wind out of the sails of Waynesboro. If they don't have the ball, they can't score. I formation, Blue Devils, 2 receivers to the far near side of the field, the wide side, straight back, and delayed handoff. Not a lot of yardage on that one, but I think that might have been long.
That was
Amstutz again.
Yeah. Well, for a play that looked like it was going to be dead in the backfield, he gets a few yards, and then he gets a manageable game.
Little draw play, which we haven't seen a lot from Greencastle over the last couple years. So successful for 2 yards, but it also keeps your defense looking. Waynesboro with that 4-man front. Greencastle breaks huddle. 1 in the backfield. And under center is Luxton. He doesn't like what he sees. He comes up and going to wait for the penalty flag to be thrown on a delay of game.
Yeah, Gavin Luxton.
I don't know if he
did not like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he looked up and saw the clock was winding down, didn't have enough time to get it off with the game clock, or I don't know. The play just wasn't lined up right for what he wanted to see. So only their first penalty of the second half, guys, and that's just a little 5-yarder.
Yeah, great. No, you go ahead.
Well, that's their second delay, or maybe their third delay of game, but that's, again, we talk about those. They aren't the killers.
Yeah. And, I mean, we saw last year, week 1, just penalties everywhere, but they've been able to sustain that well tonight.
Same formation. There they go.
There it is.
Now they got to get it. Now they got to square it away. And in motion comes the wing, and they're going to throw it to toss back to the running back. Long breaks one tackle, then does a spin move down to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 5, 6, 7 yards, but still a little bit away from the first down marker. He's 7 yards away from that.
Yeah, but good run, get some of that penalty yardage back, and get to a serviceable third down. As it will now go to 3rd and 7 for Greencastle with 6:14 to go here in the fourth quarter of game 1 of the season.
So Greencastle content to let the clock run a little bit between each play. As Logston comes up, says something to his center. Under center, he gets the ball to the first man through. They had me fooled. First man through gets it.
Yeah, Landon Kegerice, number 7 on the carry. That will be 4th down as he gets short of the first. He's really close, though. It's a close first down. That's about a yard, not even a yard. But Dave Medina coming in number 24 for Greencastle.
Topage on the stop. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Blue Devils.
So Blue Devils now 4th and 1. Clock ticking at 18, waiting for the play to come in. They're going to call a timeout. Greencastle takes a timeout. We'll do likewise. 5:18 remaining in this one. Don't go away. 35-13, Greencastle leads, and we'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
We believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Back at Cayley Field as we get down to the nitty-gritty of this one. 5:18 to go. We'll see what happens here. You would think the 35-13 lead is comfortable,
but we will see.
Greencastle has everybody loaded to the left side, and that's where they're going to run. and they're going to get the first down on a little option play. I take that back. That spot from the official on the left side coming in is really close.
Yeah, it is. We'll see where they get it. And
the official called a timeout?
He said official timeout for
Nope. No measurement.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I don't know. There must have been a class at officiating school saying, "Look, we're tired of bringing those flags out to measure. Just make the call."
Yeah.
So Blue Devils will turn it over on downs and give Waynesboro the ball back. The only good thing is they have flipped the field and they have Waynesboro tucked away back at their 24-yard line.
Yep. 35-13, Greencastle leads with 5:12 to go in the fourth quarter of game one, as Greencastle has just really solidly all around has looked good at certain points and then just really not that great at other points. But we'll see how this last 5 minutes of this game end.
Back to pass. They throw it. He slings it from the down below and then way out of bounds it goes. When I say sling, what I mean is it doesn't come back over the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like a sidearm throw.
I think Heimbach thought, hey, there's someone on the sideline that might be able to catch this. Who knows? Maybe we'll see. But unfortunately, people on the sideline do not count.
No, they
but still,
don't.
I like the aggressiveness by Waynesboro to try to get a long pass like that. Whenever you're down by 23 points, 23 points like they are, it's good to be able to do that and just try to get back into it. Not get back into it, but get momentum.
Heimbach now out of the pistol, throws across the middle, completes the pass. That could be, that's going to be number 6 for them. That is Gavin Starkey.
Yeah, Gavin Starkey, the senior, in for the first time tonight, his first catch of the season and of the night.
Yeah, 200-pound tight end. And so that's her throwing 2 incomplete. You get another completion there for Heimbach. I look for them to throw a great deal here. Stopping the clock. 2 receivers to our side. And they're going to move the running back to the right of Heimbach. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Quick throw out here, up and over the head of Dwayne Robinson through his arms, but it was just the way he was turned. It was going to be a tough catch.
He wouldn't have been able to make that catch. It would have been very tough. Just right through his arms, not even through his hands, right through his arms. That makes it 4th down and 3. And I 1,000% believe Waynesboro will go for this whenever they're down 35-13 and 4:24 to go.
Right. 9th pass of the second half for Heimbach. 16 total in the game. They'll put 2 wideouts to the far side. No one here on the near side looking to go that way. Throws across the middle. Completes the pass for the first down. Yes, it was a nice catch at the 40-yard line. He dives. After the catch, he was off balance and dove down.
Yeah, nice catch. So not to talk over the play-by-play. Sorry about that, but that was a really nice catch, actually. It was a high throw, and he brought it down nicely, and that is Gavin Starkey's second catch of the season. They're using him as a tight end, like you said.
Yeah.
And 2 plays, nice plays.
Back to Starkey. Looking over the middle, nothing there. Rolls to the right side, throws it way up in the air, out of bounds. Nobody nearby but the defender, Dane Medina, and so it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, looking over, throwing it up, maybe one of the cheerleaders. That's what I think. It was one that's in the stands. It was close to the stands over there on the away side, but that ball dropped a little bit before that, but he just had to just do it, throw it right away, which is a smart idea by Heimbach to just throw the ball away and just get rid of it.
If you're going to get rid of it, get rid of it good.
Yep.
And he did. 3:58 now, clock under 4, stopped after the incomplete pass. Now he's dancing in the backfield. He's being chased out to our side. He's going to get a chance to throw, and he gets almost got a break there, but it goes incomplete. It looked like at the time Asher Hand, no, that's not Hand, that's 18. Nickel had a step, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, basically Nickel did have a step there, and it wasn't an all-around bad throw. He had to, cross his body throw. It was a little bit over him, but not overall a terrible, terrible throw by the quarterback, number 8, that is Brandon Heimbach.
He was on the move.
Yep.
Because of Greencastle chasing him out of the pocket. He'll work out of that same formation from the shotgun. 2 steps back, throws quickly across the middle, knocked away and incomplete. Greencastle double team. Like Medina got a hand on it, and somebody else out there.
Dane Medina and number 26 for Greencastle, Damian Johns, both sophomores. Damian Johns is a little bit locking off a little bit gingerly, threw it in the dangerous territory as both of them were there. Both got a hand on it. I think it was Dame Medina, actually, that got the hand on it, like you mentioned. And that will bring up 4th down again, 4th and 10 for Waynesboro with 3:43 to go in this ball game.
At the 40-yard line, this I would imagine, though they do have all 3 timeouts left. Back in the pocket, flushed out to the right, looking to throw, finally does. And, wow, nice pass into the first down pass. Back into the Starkey hands, right?
Yeah, a couple good plays here that Waynesboro can build off of. Another nice connection from the sophomore Brandon Heimbuck to the senior that is, the same escapes my name, Gavin Starkey, number 6, but another nice pass and another good gain.
Did they call that incomplete?
Oh, maybe they did.
They had to, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Greencastle has the ball. Boy, that threw me. I thought he caught the ball.
I did as well. I did not see that either. But overall, good.
Bernie,
good
did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Bernie's perspective says no.
Yeah, from Bernie's view, he just said no. So good. Glad that was missed. 1st and 10, Blue Devils at the 40. Another turnaround on downs for Waynesboro. So Greencastle now with 3:33 to go. Logston under center, sends in motion his wing back, but he's going to give it to the first man through. That could be South. Who did he say it was?
I did not hear, but that's Robert Sanders, the junior quarterback, and at QB for Greencastle. That's Robert Sanders. And now number 17, Nate Herman, will come in as well for Greencastle. I think they have a little bit of the second stringers in right here, Greg. I think most of them are in. Dame Medina's in as well. Let's see here. Nate Herman's on our near side out wide.
Okay, yeah, they'll put a receiver to the near side. Slot on the right, wing on the left. One running back in the backfield. He'll come in motion on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go, and he tries to make something of nothing, but it will be nothing. Forward motion will be stopped for Medina at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Medina cut it up in the middle there. He had a little bit of a hole, but missed it. He had to just try to improvise, but nothing worked there on that play for Medina.
No, it was well received by Waynesboro. Clock now at 2:24. Waynesboro content to let the game go as well. No timeout's going to be called here in the final 2 minutes. And Greencastle running with their second string, so Waynesboro will sort of wave the flag. They could delay it, but they're not going to. 35-13, Greencastle shot out to a 28-0 lead at halftime. So they only scored once in the second half. Looking the pass coming out of the pocket and throwing a jump throw and not intercepted, almost intercepted from Robert Sanders.
Yeah, I like how Coach Thurston, I like how they drew up a play where Robert Sanders can get a pass in at the varsity level. He is currently a junior, so I like how they got him in there. And in the interview that I had with Coach Thurston last week on the sidelines, he said that they might get him in a couple of times during the game. He and Cooper Green both throughout the season, and I like that they gave him opportunities there.
Greencastle will punt it away, 1:51 to go. Snap is there, left-footed punt not straight up in the air, but hits at the 20 and rolls out about at the 20. So it's not a bad punt.
Yeah, overall not too bad. There was a whistle, though. There is a flag.
Ethan South, the punter there. Let's wait for the call. I'm not sure what that was.
Was it 12 men on the field?
I think it was
12 men on the field.
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah, so Greencastle will get an automatic first down because of that. Well, what was it? It was 4th and 13, so they will not. So they will just move it up. They will punt again. Because that's a 5-yard penalty in high school, so that's not automatic then.
Not an automatic one, Second penalty of the second half for Waynesboro. Only the third of the second half for both teams. Punt this time, nice one as he goes for the corner and doesn't do a bad job of getting it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, not too bad.
That,
Kicks it. I thought the way that kick's going, I thought, man, that's going into the primary school parking lot. But overall, really, really nice punt. And they back Waynesboro up at the 8 in the final 1:44 of this ball game.
So South with a nice punt to end the offensive series for Greencastle as the minute 44 will roll off the clock here as Waynesboro has at best 4 plays. If they hurry and they throw, they could get that in. Ball will go on the snap, first down, and this ball, as we said, set at the 8-yard line deep in Waynesboro territory. See who I'm going to stay with their quarterback. He does that little turnaround play again and then hands it to Mencia. His first carry, I think, of the ball game. He gets a couple yards on it.
Carter Peck on the stop.
Yeah.
That'll take it down to about the 1 minute mark. If they do no huddle.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take them long. They'll get the signal from the sideline, and they break. They do have 2 in the backfield right now. I don't know that we've seen that all game.
Not a lot from Waynesboro now.
No. Pro set, split the backfield. That's the second time he does that 360 spin. It looks like the Temptations doing a little dance step going around there.
Yeah.
Couple yard pickup. They get the first down on
the
the
carry. Yeah, they will get the first down on that carry. I liked your analogy of the Temptations there. I liked that, the little spin move.
Yeah.
55 seconds and counting in this one as Greencastle will win most likely this one 35-13, depending if Waynesboro scores one more time. But right now it looks like Waynesboro is just content to let the clock run down.
Yeah, they're not going to throw. They're just going to
43
get some
seconds
runs
now.
in here. They'll work from the pistol. Fullback will get the call. He comes straight up the middle. A nice run.
Nice run, yeah.
Yeah, gets close to the first down. Going to be spotted at the 29. They need to get to the 30.
Yeah, 28 seconds.
28 seconds. They game could be over, but we'll make it official before we break away.
In 19 seconds, they might just maybe get one more play in there, maybe a feel-good play, but they're building some nice plays here. We'll see what happens as they will go for another snap of 11 seconds.
And they'll get another one. 7-6, there's the snap. Handoff goes to the fullback again, and he is knocked down right away, and that will end the ball game. Greencastle Antrim comes in to defend their home field and avenge a loss against the Waynesboro Indians from last year, and they do with a 35-13 win here over Waynesboro. Coming in, we thought Waynesboro had the disadvantage, young crew, and not a lot of experience, new coach. Greencastle, though, was inexperienced, but they weren't young.
Yeah.
And that seemed to make the difference as this one goes through. Great clean ball game from the neighbors. Got to like that from both teams here. Greencastle jumping out to that 28-0 lead. That was all she wrote. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's the Antrim Insurance post-game show. We'll see what we have to say about this one and from Bernie's point of view as well. So don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Like easier than pronouncing Worcester. Yeah, there's no way anyone gets that on the first try. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Premier HVAC is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Rely on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs with same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Discover member-focused banking at Patriot Federal Credit Union's new Greencastle branch. Build your savings and boost your financing with our exclusive branch specials. We're here Monday through Saturday to help you build a stronger financial future with local knowledge and personalized service. Come see us at 200 North Antrim Way in Greencastle or patriotfcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Phone 717-263-2624.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Choose UPMC for your orthopedic and sports medicine care. For locations and services close to home, visit upmc.com/Central PA Ortho.
Welcome back to Cayley Field, Greencastle, Antrim, and it is the post-game show. Brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street, Waynesboro. Greencastle, Antrim with a 35-13 win here tonight over Waynesboro in game number 1 of the 2026 season. It is the way you wanted to start. Greencastle coming out with a really great drive in the beginning, had some penalties, and besides that, they were able to put 28 points up on the board in the first half, and Landon, that just led them the rest of the way.
Yeah, it did, absolutely, Greg, and just what an all-around great feeling it is to have football back. We've missed it for so long. We finally have football back. Nothing better than a high school football game in Greencastle on a Friday night in the fall. But, yeah, like you mentioned, 28-0, and we saw just huge, strong performances by both Spencer Long. Wyatt Hall had a great game as well. Gavin Loxton had some really nice passes. And then defensively as well, the defense was just stout all game long. The line was stout. The linebackers were stout. The secondary was stout. And then special teams was great as well. Blake Whitmer, 5 for 5 on his extra points. The soccer player himself as well. Great all-around performance by Greencastle. It looked a little bit, not as great as it did in the first half.
Right.
In the second half, but they were able to maintain that lead, and they were able to keep a 35-13 win and bring in a 1-0 record heading into week 2 against a tough Southwestern opponent who always has good programs and their football teams. For Waynesboro, I think I liked what I saw, obviously more in the second half on the scoring drives and the scoring plays. They built some momentum. They had some momentum. Greencastle had the blocked field goal from, it was number 44 for Greencastle. That was Ethan South, the senior. And then Waynesboro had some momentum. they were down 28-7, but then Greencastle kind of shifted the momentum completely, and so Greencastle was able to go away with a win. But I like to see Waynesboro build off of some of that momentum that they gained earlier into the second half. But all around, really clean game in terms of penalties, in terms of bickering back and forth between these two rivals, and just all around really, really good performance by Greencastle as they get the 35-13 win. And Coach Thurston and this coaching staff has to be thrilled with how they began this season, because this is exactly how they wanted to start it.
Well, coaches will always find some problems they need to fix, and that's okay because there are some problems they need to fix. But overall, an outstanding performance.
Yep.
Even if you're Waynesboro, you went in at halftime down 28-0. Nothing seemed to go right at all, and you said, let's go out and win the second half. They were able to do that 13-7. That's a nice little bonus for them. And really, the big play in that second half was that block punt that then was returned 85 yards for the touchdown. You take that away, it's 28-13, and suddenly it's a different ball game as you look at it. But if you're Scott McClure, first year, you're going to say, okay, we did not play well in the first half, but we played a little bit better in the second half. Let's build on that. I mentioned Gettysburg as their opponent. It isn't. It's Lower Dolphin next week. They have, as Greencastle does have Southwestern, as you say. So, a lot of great performances from a lot of people. A lot of things went well. We're going to see what Bernie thinks from Bernie's point of view here, as, again, he was looking at the play of the line, and he was looking at the flag situation. And I got to tell you, the flag situation was pretty good.
Very good to end the game, and both teams, you could tell, were more disciplined. Now, I agree with everything that you guys said. But I will never say. That's when they say, don't listen to what they say before that, because it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. I am glad that Greencastle didn't let the game get away from them. Yeah. Because, Greg, you and I have seen it before where they've had good leads, and then all of a sudden things just start collapsing. So that's a big plus. That's good coaching. That's good leadership on behalf of the football players. That is what I want to see, because through the years we've seen good leads get dwindled away and seen losses come up. That cannot happen this year. I want to see them get out, start like they did, go fast, run fast, throw the ball, block. Everything went very well, like Landon said, all three phases. Let's keep that going into next week, and let's keep this season rolling here. That's what.
Yeah, a good game next week, and I'm not sure what we know about Southwestern as of yet. We'll know a little bit about after their game Friday night and who their opponent was, and try to figure some things out. Greencastle with James Buchanan, and by the way, the James Buchanan Rockets pulling off a big win tonight over Claysburg Kimball. Let me get that score here for you. It is 30-6 in the fourth quarter. They were winning. Great. So that's a big win for the Rockets. Really big win for the Rockets. And then Big Spring was beating Shippensburg. That was in the third quarter last we heard. Chambersburg was hanging tight with Manheim Central. It was 24-19 with 9:06 to go. That game might be complete, but maybe Chambersburg can come back with that. But just a great win for Greencastle. And the flag situation, only one in the second half.
Perfect.
And that was a delay of game.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All I have to do is come up with an invention to take care of cramps, leg cramps. Like you and I remember the one game that the youngsters came up from West Virginia, and I think we had 11 or 12 guys at one point that were all just laid out on the field. What a tough thing. These guys got to stay hydrated. They got to get that vitamin K in them to get rid of these cramps here. So.
All right. Bernie, thanks a lot.
Right.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Great work.
Always a pleasure. Landon, the same goes to you. Final
Absolutely.
Comments for you. Anything you want to add before we close it out tonight?
Yeah, just one more thing. I just want to see Greencastle keep this momentum going and just keep it going into next week against Southwestern. I'll be doing my preparation, obviously, as well with my college work this week as well. But I will be doing that prep and also some film watching and also the pregame prep to see how Greencastle faces off against Southwestern, a team they actually faced in the playoffs just 3 seasons ago. And we'll see how they face off against each other, and it should be a really good matchup.
Should be a lot of fun. Again, beautiful night for football, and it's always a little bit more beautiful when you win, and that's what Greencastle did. The post-game show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agency in downtown Greencastle, also serving Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 85 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Again, our final score, Greencastle Antrim 35, Waynesboro 13. Our next broadcast will be next Friday evening when the Blue Devils welcome, well, I said York Adams County Southwestern, but it's really the Central Pennsylvania Athletic Conference Southwestern to Cayley Field. Pre-game show gets underway at 6:05. Kickoff is scheduled for 7. This broadcast has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com in conjunction with WRGG 93.7 on the F&M Sports Network, along with the sportspage.blog. Our studio engineer has been Skylar Shade. Our great job as always, and our camera operator has been Bernie Stanalonis. A great job as always. For Landon Gore and the entire WRGG Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, this is Greg Hoover. Have a good evening, everyone. This game has been brought to you by F&M Trust, Antrim Insurance, UPMC Orthopedic Care, Berg Brewing Company, Trimtech Plumbing, Franklin County Visitors Bureau, Patriot Federal Credit Union, Andrew Way Honda, Horace Mann, Greencastle Antrim Baseball Softball Association, Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, Greencastle Eye Care Center, Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, Shippensburg Physical Therapy, The Sports Page, and Klein Tours.